Hey, there you go. VIP earned. Well done. Slip the Otter, 69 months. Dummy Monk was 73. And Modern Messiah with a bullseye, 50 months. I forced you into getting big. I forced you into getting it. Did I put your arm up your back and be like, you will buy big ambitions? The accusations are real. Right, let's drag these two in.
Hello, everybody. Well, you need to work on your parking skills. That's
I do.
Like, what is that?
I do.
Oh, wow.
You need to work on getting away quicker as well. I'm on my way already. What about you? Slacking off.
Oh, okay. We're playing it like this, are we?
And there it is.
I'm already doing stuff. You're just lounging around.
Could you show on what one you're going to, so we don't all
Yep,
go
I'm
into
going
the
northwest. But I'm not going to show you. You were rude. You both moved your trucks and then accused me of bad parking.
Excuse me, I did
So,
not
you
move
can enjoy
my
yourself.
truck.
Ooh, what's this? Train station.
Something he's getting blamed for something he didn't even do.
That's normal. Interesting. Ooh, oh wow, railway bridge, nice. Is there actually a train in this, or is it just track?
I know there is a car ferry you can pay, and it will take you across the bay.
I'm going to guess if I go to this train station tunnel here, I'm going to have an invisible wall, but I'm going to go there anyway.
I reckon it'll be barricaded.
Yeah, it's barried. How incredibly boring of them.
Really?
Let's start pups off the right way today.
Seriously, guys, like
You have matured.
Oh, unlucky.
I've already wound Sean down in Discord just because I'm not used to it for so long. Like,
You haven't.
Just raise above it, Sean.
There's a joke there as well, Pops.
Yes, I know. I was hoping no one would say anything, but thank you, Paul.
I mean, you literally lined it up.
I realised
we don't
after they
go
said
to
what
that
he
sort of
said.
level though, Paul.
Hang on, I need to adjust some volumes there, because Sommy's a lot quieter than Pups.
Well, Pup said that, and I don't know whether it's my end rather than your guys' end.
It is your end, because normally...
Would you like me to twist some things for a second?
Well, give yourself a little boost. Go on. I've already got Pups down at 69%. I'm not moving him.
I've twisted myself a little bit. How is that? Is that any better?
Yeah, I'll give you a little more. I'll put you on 126%. Let's see if I can hear you now.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
really.
I can go up some more. It's not. I'm not peaking or anything.
I'm also going to reduce the game audio, so you guys are a bit louder relative to that.
Unless something stupid has happened with Windows audio settings. Hang on.
You tell he's tabbing in and out of stuff.
Yep. Oh, cheeky. Bet that's roadblocked.
Probably. The teleportation magic ferry is ferry.
Hope this doesn't blow your ears off.
No, it's fine.
Okay. No, you're perfectly good.
Panic winching on this map is definitely a thing.
Testing 1 2.
Whoa. No.
Yes.
No. Dial
Did you
that
turn
back.
on it?
That's on like 12 out of 10, that is. The distortion is real.
No, turn it down a bit more. Rip headphone users?
Did they ever do that Stump Cutter DLC?
No.
Testing 5 6.
Oh, that's a bit better. What about you, Paul? How was that for you?
I mean, it's alright, it's just not particularly loud.
Is that is that better for your levels and things?
I guess we'll just go with that for now.
Windows had changed things. I don't know.
Right, I'm going to grab this task here, right near the thing, because otherwise we can't use the road properly.
Okay.
We have a roadblock.
No, what?
I'll accept that.
Do we think it's one of them ones where when you clear the road, it doesn't actually clear the road?
Don't be silly! Like that ever happens.
I think it'll remove the boulders and that'll be it.
Paul, can you move the on-screen chat up a little bit?
Paul, can you make yourself full screen, please?
Why would I make myself full screen, pups?
I don't know.
Because people come here for your beauty, my man.
Exactly.
They need to see the definition in the creases on your shirt, mate. Come on.
The chat was actually fine where it was, right up until the point where you two joined.
Oh, I see. So it's our fault that you invited us to game with you. Okay.
I see how this is gonna be.
Ah, you guys are so demanding. Okay, there we go. Let's go with that. Seems a little bit muddy here.
There seems a lot of mud. I don't know about anybody else.
It is very muddy and watery down the road that I'm taking. I'm still yet to get to a watchtower.
There's a lot of water here where I am. Just trying to figure out the best way. There's actually a road that goes around it, I think.
Anybody got to a watchtower yet?
Nope.
Nah, stop to do a task thing.
You might be the first person, Samu.
Well, it's looking positive, but you never know.
I think there's a task here to build a bridge. I should grab it.
Vinny, thank you for 43 months. Food Rome, thank you for 87. What's that one? Don't drop it. New objective discovered.
That's the bridge.
Kind of want to go that way. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Battle Kettle. And the jingle.
Strange to think we're halfway through the year, isn't it?
Can we not?
We're actually more than halfway through the year. We're actually on the downslope, which is a bit worrying.
I got told today I might have to move my fish tank for the Christmas tree.
You have some first world problems, really, don't you, Paul? Sure.
I am not moving. I nearly broke my back putting the fish tank in.
Did you put it on wheels?
No, it's on like a... It's about 600 litres and it's sat in the corner on its stand.
Yeah, but if you put it on a cupboard on wheels, you'd have had an easy life. Right now, you've got a painful problem.
I don't think Pups comes here for your flawless logic, Paul, to be fair. Like, that's not really what he's here for.
I just, like...
Have you got a carpet?
What?
Have you got carpet in that room?
No, it's on laminate.
Well, surely you could just push it then. Just get your little legs behind it. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Little strong chap like you'll be fine. Get behind it, get those meaty legs on it, you'll be able to move it.
Why is it that I'm picturing both of Sean's legs like Madonna kebab things that are hanging up in the shop?
What? Right at the end of the day when it's not much meat left.
It's just the square steak that goes through.
It's just the pole with a bit of meat on it.
You're not wrong. That's a scary fact. I don't want to talk about that, Captain Flynn.
No, the Python can't help him. The Python left. It said, I've had enough of this, and it left. Yeah. It left him a note and said, Dear Sean, I'm leaving. You never looked after me properly. Wow. I'm moving out and finding a new home. And he's gone.
Wow. Freshwater, fat man. Yeah, the house fine. The house in the garden, but that ain't gonna lift a fish tank, is it?
No worries, Tom. It tasted like chicken. Yeah. How are the shoes?
Shoes?
Yeah. What? You made some nice python skin shoes recently, didn't you?
Oh yeah, yeah. Your new belt's on the way as well, Paul. Python skin leather belt.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Quite durable, I hear.
Exactly. I've reached the Watchtower, yay!
I have music turned off, but thank you for the musical interlude while I find the Watchtower.
I was going to say, I've got music turned off as well, and I got music.
I shall ignore your settings and play it anyway. Right. Let you see a little bit more now. Not much, a little bit. Better go down here and get this drilling station bridge mission. And then there's a big river. And then we'll come back up the road. And we'll go down that way. Off the tracks. Is that where you're going, Sammy?
I wasn't specifically heading anywhere. I was just kind of moseying in this direction of this path, so...
Yeah, well, let's see what you see there.
I have a right or a left, so it's kind of a... You're sort of off to my left, so if I go right...
Well, there's a big river running north-south, so...
Yeah, well, there's a watchtower in front of me and then sort of off to my right, but I don't know whether Pups is going to get to it or I am, so...
Well, I don't even know where... I'm nowhere near you.
No, but if you see the direction I'm now pointing, like, you're pointing in that same direction, like the watchtower that's near Stuck Truck.
Yeah, I'm going across to the service hub and grabbing the ones on the other side.
Okay.
I just had to drive all the way up here to get to that watchtower, though, so I could see if I could cross.
This looks like a fun road off to my right-hand side, doesn't it?
And there's quite a lot of elevation changes as well.
To be fair, a 600-litre fish tank is about the size of an ocean in Pups scale.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
I'm just going to raise above it. I'm better than them.
Got some sort of mechanical or hydraulic assistance with that, Pups?
Hydraulic, Sammy, all the way. All the way. Paul, why are you laying down on the job?
That dirty bridge. That's why.
Oh, blaming...
It teased me. It was like, yeah, you can get over here.
Sure.
No problem.
And he accused us of not doing any work, Sammy.
I'm just, yeah.
Hang on. The whole southern sector here is now visible because I just went to a watchtower. And I've added 3 tasks. How can you say I've done nothing?
I've added tasks and added a watchtower as well.
Congratulations.
So... Thank you, Paul. That's all I wanted to hear.
I'm not here for the credit.
Oh, fake trees. Here we go.
Nice to know they're still a thing.
Can I ask, was the last time we played we had to have the multiplayer join code? So have they actually fixed something?
Yes, they have.
That is, isn't it? Because I was thinking we needed the code to join.
Yeah, because last time it was really buggy. And sometimes it would work for you, and then it wouldn't. And then sometimes I could join and you couldn't.
A code?
Yeah, you sent us like a random,
code.
random 5-digit invite my friend code or whatever.
This does not want to flip over.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Okay, great. There we go. I have the skill, it seems.
It's because you haven't bought the DLC for a
Pups
different
can
vehicle
rise,
course. What it is.
I mean
Oh no, it's
float
because you
above
got
it.
banned, remember?
The ocean,
Paul?
I mean.
He just talked all over your delivery, quite deliberate there, Professor Calculus.
I didn't. I did not. I apologise. I didn't see the. Never mind.
Operator Pusky, thank you for 11 months. No, thank you for 61. Professor Calculus, let me just see if we can just replay that.
Pups can rise, I mean float above it. The ocean, I mean.
There you go.
Pups can rise, I mean float above it.
You know he's probably got the stream on, don't you, Paul?
Yeah, I know that. But he should be actually watching what he's doing, shouldn't he?
Well, that is true.
Oh, there's a nice little fallen pipe block here.
Oh.
Yeah, and you know when that pipe's back in place, you're not going to be able to get a truck underneath it.
Correctamundo. Because they love to build gas pipes and things that you can't actually drive a truck under, because that makes a lot of sense.
I found a building.
Good for you.
There's some thick forest.
I think I found the mission to get the truck, or one of the DLC trucks.
GG.
Why does it always have to be nighttime, just when you really need to see where you're going?
Well, skip the night time.
I can't, it's multiplayer.
You can,
you can.
because
Well, they
patched
fixed
it.
that. Then go on. Skip time. 6 AM. Oh, that's better.
Ah, my
Hey! Forgot how much of a step it is when it loads in.
Wakatako, thank you for 78. My god, this place. And the camera changes as well, they really help.
Oh, as if.
You lying down on the job?
No, there's a perfect pylon placed on the track, and of course I approached it at the slowest speed imaginable, and my suspension is ruined.
Sounds like a skid issue.
Oof! That rock came out of nowhere.
That looked painful.
Okay, so that's how you get to that path, but... until that pipe is unlocked. Artemis, thank you the bits. I always feel sorry when you all gang up on pups. We love you, pups. Hey, you got a fan.
No.
You
And
got
it's
a fan,
not
mate.
ganging up on me. We're all mates. It's just a bit of banter.
Oh, I found the corner of the map.
That's what the flat earthers always say.
Hey!
Wow, Senator, how about we ban you? Wow! It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Oh my god, it's right up there, that watchtower.
Are you going for that one close to you?
Who are you talking to?
You, of course. Who else would I be speaking to? You don't think I
Pups?
speak to pups, do you? God.
Oh, here
I
we
mean,
go.
come on.
Are we going down this road as well, are we?
I am going to try to get to the one that's just west of me a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Hey pups, have you been scuba diving in your tank yet?
I'm imagining like an oxygen bottle the size of those like air pistol ones, you know, a little tiny cylinder.
Not gonna lie, that was a good one with the scuba diving. I'll give you that.
You get the full thing with an Action Man, can't you? They did an Action Man scuba diving.
Did they?
Yeah. You get the full
Captain
set.
Flint, calm down.
Ooh, train carriages. Nice.
In case you didn't know, Paul, your notifications and resubs are a bit laggy.
They're really laggy. Literally a slideshow. That's weird.
I haven't been paying attention, so I can't tell you.
Let's have a look. Let's replay that one again.
Hey pups, have you been scuba diving in your tank yet?
That looked fine to me.
What about now? If I'm in the game, let's see what happens. Is it because I'm in the game, but when I click on OBS it's fine, when I click on the game it's not?
I don't know, because that one's still up on screen from when you was tabbed
I was
down.
gonna say, why is it not going away?
It's a really thorough test.
Now, when I clicked on OBS it went away. That's weird. It feels like Snowrunner is doing some weird things to OBS.
Is OBS behind?
Borderless. Well, OBS is running in admin mode, so it shouldn't ever be a problem for it. VSync is off. Let's try turning it on.
Isn't it funny? Someone mentions it, and everyone has to jump on the bandwagon and mention it now.
Bits times animated at 1 FPS. Well, obviously, Vrome, if it's bad for one, it'll bad for all of it. I don't know.
I'll keep an eye out while you're in the game. If I hear it, I'll look.
Let's have a look at the... My GPU's on 80%, so that's fine. Normally, if the GPU is flatlining, you might see some issue, but it's not. However, when I'm in the game, like, even the task manager refreshes at a ridiculous rate of knots. Even it's doing like 1 FPS. Something weird about this game.
I know when this was in public testing, they had some massive issues with FPS and stuff, and it crashing people's systems. But from what I can read, they did fix that all out.
Let me try going full screen on it just to see what happens. I'm not streaming in 4K. I don't know. I've never seen it do this with any other game. Why would you game have a limit FPS in the background setting? Why? I don't know. I have no idea, Gasera, what's going on, but I can see that even if I bring up the task manager, when this game is in focus, it's stealing FPS from that, which is a bit weird.
What resolution are you playing the game at?
4K.
Could it be the game's just... could you change that and see what happens?
Well, I
Just in
could,
case
but it
is-
would... OBS would not like that. It's expecting a
Oh, good
4K
point.
scene.
Yeah. I was just wondering if that might be a Snowrunner issue in 4K.
I'm not really sure how to get up there, something.
Lol, Dave.
Well, I'm still waiting for you, aren't I, Dave, to get me a good PC.
Dave's too busy jet setting, Paul. That's the problem.
Hey,
The
Paul.
last charlatan that built this one didn't do a very good job, so I need a proper one now.
You ought to go to my guy, Paul. He did a good job on mine.
I don't know. I've heard he's a bit of a charlatan.
I wouldn't go that far. Tool misplacer, maybe, but not charlatan.
Wow, Dave.
Streamers who care about the PCs. Mate, they don't exist. Like, what are you doing, Sommy? Tracking a fuel tank.
I'm seeing if I can trip this mission, but no.
Yeah, I don't know how we're meant to get up there, if I'm honest. I can possibly try down the side of this river. But, at the moment, I can't see a route.
Well, open your eyes.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that joke is so amazing. That was worth it, Buzz. I wonder if I can get up that way. I don't... Yeah, no. I don't think so.
So how's the plane after not seeing it for a while?
Apparently all the issues have been sorted now, so it was the... So what it was the issues that we've had for the best part of this year turned out to be the starter motor, some of the coils inside the... what's it called?
Alternator?
No. What do they call the... You've got the rotor and the stator in a starter motor, and they call one of the coils something in particular. I can't remember the name of it now. Anyway, it had basically started to go, and it was starting to fuse itself to the outside stator body. So what was happening is, every time you use the starter motor, depending on the position that it stopped, you would get a slightly different effect. Yeah, which is why it had an intermittent problem, because sometimes if it had stopped in the right position it would behave itself, and other times it stopped in a bad position, it then didn't want to start properly, and it would just kind of go boom, boom, boom. Anyway, that coupled with an alternator problem, so the battery wasn't being charged. The battery was fine, so we treated the wrong issue at the end. The battery was fine, the alternator was going, and the starter motor had this intermittent fault, which is the real problem. Anyway, they replaced the starter motor and the alternator, and all is well, and it now fires up no problem. So yeah, I need to go offline again.
Unlock the truck.
Saw that. Is that a brand new truck?
That is a brand new truck.
That animation looked okay.
I didn't see it. Yeah, Dave, that's what you do in aviation. You just get on the scrapyard. Anything you can find will do. No, there's just one plane in the group. 6 of us in the group, 1 plane. One guy just left, so they're recruiting another one now. This URL, thank you for 102 months. Yeah, Dave, you have to have a PPL and 100 hours. So good luck with that.
Test donation. Okay, here's the joke now. What's the difference between pups and a gnome? One can speak, one can't.
Thank you, Connor. Was it working okay? The frame's okay? The lag
Looks
still.
okay.
Was it bad lag or good lag? Well, I don't say, Captain Flint, this game's breaking things.
I would say Benner's sub was still laggy.
Yeah.
I blame Captain Flint. He was the one that mentioned it, and now everyone spotted it.
Yeah. It's old Captain Flint.
It is, I agree.
He was the one that said it, AV was 10 out of 10 before it even started as well.
Yep. And now he's saying it's not a big issue after mentioning it multiple times. Just saying.
We can live with it. They were having a laugh when they put this watchtower down.
Afternoon crisps.
What flavour?
Really do with a bag of prawn cocktail right now.
It's very true, Connor. Guitar riff. Okay. Oil rig warehouse. Now, I need to go back to get that mission. Because I didn't get it on the way here.
I know, but could they have added more watchtowers, please?
There's gold? We could get a lot of gold.
Oh yeah! I am eating those Walker's Max Strong hot chicken wing crisps. Never heard of them.
I've had them before, Dave. They're alright. I'm not sure they go well with beer particularly. I don't know where they get that from.
There was Guinness chips on offer the other in the shop I was in yesterday, so I bought a packet of them and see how they work out.
Did we have a live taste test?
You want a live taste test of my Guinness crisps?
Yeah.
Just very crunchy.
This is what everyone has come here to hear about: is do Guinness crisps taste like Guinness?
That's interesting.
You look a bit stuck.
Well, I did drive off the end of a cliff for the lols. And there's a lot of fake trees around me.
I wouldn't.
Oh, I thought you said chip crisps then. I was like, beer battered crisps.
Might be better if I just drag myself down the slope.
I am available, but I'd like the decision now whether you need a hand or not.
Let's say yes.
Right, okay.
Due to... Well, if it's too much hassle, don't bother.
Well, that's the point where the hassle is going to exponentially increase if you don't say you want help.
I just said yes.
I know, I'm on the way.
Yeah, but there was a big sigh that followed it, like, oh, for God's sake. Do you want my help? Yes. Oh, for God's sake. That's what that sounded like. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but the trees are fake and my winch isn't working.
I'm assuming I've got to, like, drive up that stream.
Yes.
Wow, what do you mean Paul needs saving again? I'm pretty sure that is the first rescue.
Yep. Again, I love the again.
That's why I was like, I've not been paying 100% attention to, like, the stream, but I'm pretty sure you've only asked for help once.
Yeah, and, you know, to be fair, it wasn't really an accident. It was a deliberate act of vandalism on my part, driving off the end of a cliff, just to see what would happen. I thought, if it works out, I get a shortcut. If it doesn't, I'll be in trouble.
It wasn't your fault anyway, Paul. Them trees jumped out in front of you.
And also, these trees are holding on to me, like, they're sort of going, no, you won't leave us.
Just playing dead like that clip at the start of the stream, ain't you?
Crusader, thank you for almost 4 years. Yeah, they're just well and truly not letting go. I was hoping I could pull myself down the slope, but even that's not working. Can't even get into a position where gravity will do the job. It's as if the front end is just wedged in on something. Okay, well, that's mild progress. I think I can hear the RSC. No, it's not the RSC. It's a bicycle. I heard the horn.
And this is what I have to deal with, people.
It's like a weak donkey. Why won't you winch onto anything? What the heck? Like, I can't even winch to anything now?
I'm hoping to see you on my right-hand side at some point.
Yeah, I see you.
Oh, I see. There's an orange thing in the trees.
Yeah, that's me. I should have taken a run up when I went off that cliff.
When something gets you unstuck, Paul, you can drive back up and see how that would have worked.
Do you want me to press the Y key and pull it?
Yeah.
It's these two trees, like I'm jammed between them and it's not letting go.
If only they would allow multi-winching.
Looks like it's going to hurt, but you are moving.
Well, that's out of the trees, but not out the woods. Hey.
Hey!
Although my truck seems to be in a rather anti-physics position right now. Like, I'm literally not sure what's holding me up.
Gravity.
That is really peculiar. I feel like I should be lying and face down, and I'm not.
Anyway, Dave, how are you?
Whoop. Hey. Now, can I get out of here? Yes, I can. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. I'm going to roll.
No.
Hey!
Go on, can you do a barrel roll? Yay!
Yeah, there we go.
I wonder why you're flying to Canada, Dave. I wonder what could be on in Canada.
He's only going there for maple syrup.
In before he brings back like a tree to plant in his garden.
Dave, the secret maple syrup importer. That's what he is.
Also, Dave, Kebab Simulator, when it comes out, eh?
Every good YouTuber in Canada. That's why I'm not going.
The greatest, Paul.
Exactly. Only good ones are allowed, not the best. The best don't go though. Just mediocre and good ones. PJ, thank you for 6-7 by the way, and PS4 Gamer, thank you. Oh, you're going to make me start the browser again. Oh my life. 2 in 1 day, what's going on? Hang on. PS4.
Hashtag that streamer life.
Hashtag VIP. Where's the browser gone? There it is. Add new. PS4 Gamer 2. VIP. Save. Done. There you go. Test it. All at the same time, Dave? PS4 Gamer, thank you very much, by the way, for 100 months. Enjoy the VIP badge, that is well earned.
100 months.
Well, Gil hit 120 the other day.
That's just crazy,
literally 10 years of non-stop sub.
It's just absolutely crazy.
Apart from your mortgage, that's got to be one of the second biggest commitments ever.
I don't know, some mobile phone plans get fairly heavy, but yeah, like... Did you ever imagine that, 120 months ago you'd still be doing it, like...
I don't think you can. Like, I don't think you ever set out with that in mind. You just kind of... I don't know. It's like any adventure when you don't really know where you're going. You put one foot in front of the other, keep going, and then suddenly you find yourself in places that you didn't think you'd get to.
Hmm.
It's like that. This is 1 year after another. The next thing, it's 10 years and you're still doing it. And you think, what? Maybe. I mean, maybe now, Poyle, but back when I started it, literally nobody on Twitch or any other streaming platform was ever thinking to themselves, oh, I could do this for 10 years. Like, nobody did that. We just streamed and that was it. Like, later on, it became a thing that people could do as a career, but it's... Back then, nah. Nobody thought like that.
Even, like, now, it's super hard to, like, stand out.
Celebratory bunting.
Good evening, Paul. Samian's chat. Big ambition looks awful, muddy, some update that. Scleros.
Yeah, I can see your thing's lagging again. I don't know, Chris, why it's lagging, mate. But yeah, Big Ambition suddenly got very muddy.
But I think the term, like, content creator has become more of a phrase, hasn't it? Like... Yeah. There's a lot of people who, run quote-unquote professional YouTube channels and things, don't they? So...
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a different place now to what it was. Like you say, it's become more of an accepted thing. Like when I started doing it, and my brother was saying to me, so what is it you do? I tried to explain him, and he was like, well, so how do you earn money? And I tried to explain that.
Yeah.
He was like, he looked at me like I'd said, I'm going to the moon. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm going to be an astronaut today.
Yeah. He just could not wrap his head around it. And yet, like, his son and my other brother's son, they both totally get it.
Suddenly you find yourself watching a squirrel, straight lines to me, and a vertically challenged puppy struggle in the mud.
Like, it blows their mind that their uncle is actually like a YouTuber. They're just completely amazed balls by it. But for me and my brothers just don't get it. Oh, God. You dirty rot. You dirty rot.
Oh, that was fantastic.
5 minutes where the truck was like, I don't get it either.
Oh, yeah, true, Audi, yeah. Absolutely. Even now, there's always be people who don't get it or doubt it can be done, etc. Did they ever watch it? Yeah, they've definitely seen my videos. I've seen them comment on stuff. I think I saw my nephew comment on my YouTube video. And so then it turned out, I quickly had a look at his channel and he'd uploaded some videos of himself, like, because he lives in New Zealand now, and he was mountain biking down hills and stuff.
That
and he did some,
so cool.
he did some GoPro footage of that. Just messing around, that was all.
Lol, Dave.
How on earth are you supposed to get up there?
I mean, on the non-existent fake map, there seems to be a half a path round the back, but it sort of stops and starts around the back of that building, doesn't it?
What am I stuck on?
Stump.
I do not see a stump. Oh, fuel.
LOL.
It was like it didn't cut out. It was just the power was going.
It happened to me earlier as well. Before I came to save you, I was like, hang on a minute, why is my thing just stopped?
Watch out for the snow. Thank you, Gastus. Thank you for 87 months. Calculus, thanks for the bits. Suddenly you find yourself watching a squirrel, straight lines, Sammy, and vertically challenged puppy struggle in the mud. Chris, thank you for $3. Exosphere Dragon, thank you for 110 months. Did I miss anybody out? No. Thank you. Right, is that everything on the map now? Nope, there's one more. There's also an upgrade top right of the map. There's a lot going on. Wait, what's this boat? Gateway to Duncan Bay?
Yeah, so you don't have to drive around the whole map.
You can open up the ferry.
You. Yeah, I'm heading to unlock the thing to see what we need to unlock it now.
Wait, it charges you. I'm a bit low on cash.
Me too.
Shit.
I might need to open up the text file again.
Stuck truck factory. Metal beams. Okay. There's a trailer store top middle.
The passage seems to be blocked.
Oh no.
What passage?
The ferry.
Yeah. What's the mission?
I don't know, I'm still trying to get to it.
Oh, is it only on the other side?
Yes.
There's a fuel station on the other side as well. Restoring communication.
BRB.
No,
Steam
he's
plug,
going to-
plague Doctor, thank you for double top. Log station. Of course, every map's got to have logs on it. There's a sawmill, of course, but you need to unlock the bridge. There's a farm. What's a farm do? Consumables.
I was going to say, the contract for this ferry is either going to be on this side or it's going to be a part of a contract.
Hmm.
But I've got to go down there anyway, so...
Yeah, crossing to the west coast and then crossing to the east coast. Southbridge City. Have you got that yet? Object. No. When you do that, there's a little bridge just to your north where the fuel station
the
is.
city south one.
South City Bridge. Just grab that task.
Yeah.
Just so we've got it.
Yeah, I've grabbed all the other bridges and stuff.
I'm back.
Did you get your Guinness crisps?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Mr. Referick, thank you for 85 months. Casually parks in front of the keep player sign. Thank you, Mickey. Best wishes from Warsaw. Hey, Bukin. Concrete slab. Where do we get that from? No idea. Service parts from over the water there. From the hub where you are, Sommy. Are you getting service parts by any chance?
I was just seeing if I could actually make this crossing without the ferry.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes, I think so.
So there's no task there for that gateway?
I don't know, I ain't been there yet.
Well, Sommy's there as well.
When I go to the actual like spawn thing, it says this path seems to be blocked for now. So I don't know if it's in a career progression thing or if it's a side mission.
It's probably in a contract then, isn't it?
I don't know where to get a concrete slab from. And it doesn't tell us either.
Yeah, it just says this passage seems to be blocked for now.
We're clearly missing something. We are missing something because we can't make a slab, and if we can't make a slab, we can't unlock the road next to the garage. So where is the concrete factory?
Oh, consumables for the ferry.
Yeah.
It's in the second on the Uncle Fishmore pull.
What's that?
So contract. So
Uncle Fishmore. Consumables for the ferry. From the farm. So you go over to the farm, get the consumables, bring it back there to do consumables for the ferry. That will unlock the ferry, will it?
Yes.
Well, it only needs one of us, doesn't it?
I'm trying to find out where to...
like.
Yeah, go for it, Sammy. I'm just trying to find out where to get slabs from.
Yeah, I don't know. This is what I'm saying. We're missing something because... I mean, there is like a factory top left, but it doesn't say that it has... It says metal beam storage zone, but it doesn't mention concrete. But that's the only thing I can see on the map that might have concrete. I literally can't see anything else. In which case... Forestry business.
Okay, the new truck seems to have the same awful turn and circle of the twin steer. It sounds awesome though.
There is the plant construction. We have unfinished business. The plant construction help us complete this important task. Okay.
What one's this? And I'll help you out.
Okay. The unfinished business at the plant it says deliver a metal beam that we get from the factory top left. Service spare parts that we get from where Zombie's going right now. And a cargo container that we get from top middle, near the trailer store.
Okay, I can go. What are you gonna grab?
I think, if possible, whoever gets the metal beam can get the can get the cargo.
Cargo containers are 2 slot.
What's the metal beam? Is that a 2 as well?
2, I believe.
That would go on a twin steer, potentially. And the service spare parts where Sommy is. And all of that needs to go top right of the map. And the problem is the North City Bridge needs sorting out before that, really.
Well, if I get the ferry unlocked and then I get the service parts for you.
Yeah, okay. Right, Pups, you and I will go up to the top left then.
So we're just taking 2 slots.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Oh, I need a crane for the cargo container.
Is it not auto load?
Well, looking at the map, it's a placeable on the map, so I'm guessing I'm going to have to lift it up.
Oh, okay. Well, they limited resource then.
No idea. There is a factory, but whether that makes it or not. I'm just trying to remember what truck I used to use.
It was probably a Russian.
You can trick out your new Kenworth, Paul, if you want to grab that off the side of the
Let's
hill.
have a look at the truck store.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it on the map for me?
You've got one. Me and Pups have to
Do you know
buy
what
us.
category it comes under?
Kenworth.
I think it's heavy. It's this 963.
Heavy. It is heavy. You've unlocked one better engine from somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Gearbox high range, advanced special. A hulking monstrosity of a gearbox, this variant allows fine-tuned low gear, R gear transfer ratio in exchange for increased fuel consumption, especially in all-wheel drive mode, or without proper maintenance. I love that. Hulking monstrosity of a gearbox.
Interesting. You can take a crane and a 3-slot flatbed.
Yep. Which, if you did that, you might be able to take the service parts with you as you go.
Yeah.
So a 2-slot flatbed on the back, Pups.
I've gone for a 3-slot.
Look at this state. That looks so like there's a massive gap in the wheelbase. Why can't we have a shorter wheelbase? A long sideboard. Is that what you've gone for?
Um,
Ooh, a ramped towing platform.
Yep, I like the look of that.
Interesting. You get a loading crane on the back.
Oh, this thing takes forever to turn. I see.
Yep.
Oh, I can't. I have to do a 3-point turn out the back of the garage.
I wonder.
Okay. It does sound good, like you said, though, Sammy.
It does sound really good.
Not gonna lie about that.
That just sounds like a skill issue to me, Pups.
Right, I need to get down there. So, what's the quickest route? So if I, Sammy, can you cross that side bit?
You can, it's not.
You're on your way back with the parts anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wait for you to come back. Then I'll grab the service parts and the cargo container if Paul's getting the metal beam.
Have you ever put your windows into like colorblind mode?
Yes.
That's what that looks like.
Because that's what that looks like. What? There's some pretty wild colors here, I'm not going to lie. But that one takes the biscuit.
I went for the red. Oh, it sounds good.
Got a whole bunch of locked things that we can't put on our hood.
Yeah, most of those are because of the challenge mode things.
Yeah.
But you're off. You getting the metal beams, Paul?
Sure, where are you?
Waiting for Sammy to unlock the ferry so I can just grab the service parts before I get in the cargo container. I think you've got to come this way to get the metal beams, right?
Well, metal beams are top left of the map, aren't they?
Yeah, so we got to go different ways and then meet up.
Well, the container's top left of the map as well,
Yeah,
effectively.
Yeah, I'm just going to hop over the river and then hop back over the river.
Okay.
Can't you do it from that side, Sammy?
Nope, the drop off is the opposite side.
As it.
Because it wouldn't make it, you know, the same side where you pick them up from, would it?
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, the armadillo's out. Long time no see, my friend.
It's out, ready for deployment. Every map I get the armadillo out.
It's such a cool looking truck. So this thing has a medium log carrier, so that's always handy. Let's see how much of a rip-off this ferry is.
I don't know if this will cutscene or not. I have no idea.
It might have done, but I was in the garage anyway, so...
No, it didn't.
Me too.
This
It costs
interesting.
750. Oh, and you don't even see it go on. It just cutscene you.
What gearbox was that, Pop?
That was the advanced... Hang on a minute. I was just wondering if all the gearboxes have diff lock enabled.
Probably.
Whoa, look at that gearbox. It's got like variable range.
That's the one I'm trying out.
That's insane.
You don't even get to see the ferry move.
No, I was ripped off.
I want a refund. So you still can't choose where you want items to be placed.
I like the dash. This is classic Kenny. So many instruments. Oh my god.
Lol, Sammy.
It says keep clear. I don't know what you want from me.
How's the Kenny? Pretty slow by the look of it. Yurovich, think of it, 83 minutes. Where are you, pups?
Struggling to get up the same hill you just went up. It's definitely slow.
Yeah, for sure. And that's without cargo.
I'm missing the Russian, like the Russian truck. If you're going up a hill, if you've got forward momentum, you can just shift it into high gear and it will just go. This thing just stalls out.
That happens on a lot of them.
I know what truck I'll be switching to after this.
Fine, thank you, Grumpy. Oh my god.
I'm tempted just to cut my losses and go and get another truck.
This thing is struggling. It feels as slow as the Kolob, but nowhere near as powerful.
Yeah.
It's a 500 litre tank. I'll probably end up using that.
Yeah.
Like, what is it doing? Why is it not even getting any speed up?
I have no idea.
It's
And I
still in
can't
first
shift into-
gear.
As soon as I try and shift into high gear, it just wants to stall.
Well, it's still in second gear coming up this very gentle incline with nothing on the back. Finally made it into third. It does look like a very low ratio gearbox. It's a fourth.
This truck is rubbish.
It is a bit of a struggle, I'm not going to lie.
This is terrible.
I'm not finding the same as you guys. So the only difference I would say is the tyres that I've got, but that shouldn't make that much of a difference.
Well, there was like 3 or 4 tyres in the same category, so that's just a style issue. There was like an all-terrain and then 3 or 4 mud tyres. So what did you go for?
I went for mid mud, I think.
Yeah, I'll just go on mud as well. Dear me. I'm burning 20 litres a minute and not a lot to show for it. Are you stuck back there, Buzz?
He's AFK.
No. Basically, he's lying down on the job. Is that what we're saying? I mean, it's to be expected.
I mean, you know, Pups, if it's not the same truck that he's used for the other 12 seasons of Snowrunner, he's not happy.
Yeah, I mean, he just likes his Russian. It's exactly the same in Hunt Showdown. He has the exact same gun every time.
Creature of habit.
They're absolute scumbags for placing those concrete slabs like that. Warning, this vehicle is reversing. Welcome back, puppy.
Thanks.
Now do some work.
I am.
You put a rock in front of this thing and it just goes, oh, no, I can't possibly.
I found a bigger engine for the other truck,
What other truck?
the Mac.
We've got 2 new trucks, have we?
Yeah.
What's the Mac like?
I don't know.
Right, that's it. I give up. This thing's been sold.
Go back to your Russian truck.
I'm gonna. Don't worry about it.
I can't see me using this truck going forward. It would take a long time to complete the game. Have you tried the high range gearbox? Try and keep the RPM up with the high gear. It sounds like a puppy gearbox. Pups, you try it.
No, I've gone back to a truck that I know I can actually get stuff done in.
There you go.
And the high range gearbox is going to be no good when you're going off road anyway, so.
Without the new engine, it'll struggle a lot. What, this one? There was an upgrade top right. I doubt it's for this thing, though. It's probably on the other map.
Yeah, it'll be typical that the upgrades on this map are for the other truck and the upgrades on the other map are for this truck, won't it?
Oh my god.
No, Paul!
When this truck gets on a bit of wood, it's like ice. Well, there you go. That's as far as I made it.
I will be there soon unless you just want to change truck.
This is a test.
Oh dear. Club's a bit too big for that job. the Zisk might do it.
I went for the Azov 64131.
Otherwise known as the only truck that Pups ever uses.
Actually, no. I've been using quite for the like other stuff. I've been using some American off-road trucks because they're quite decent.
Let's get in the mad truck. The I don't care about emissions truck. You got a crane on yours, Pups?
Yeah. Yeah, because I need it for the cargo container. I feel like I've gone further in the time it took me to go across to the ferry, go back, pick up cargo, and get to this point.
Lovely bit of suspension like that. Was that white orange truck drive? I actually didn't spot it.
Did you teleport back in the other truck, or did you just...
I just left it there.
Are we rescuing it, or just leaving it?
I'm not really sure. I thought I'd leave it there and then see how I feel about it later. Like, is it worth rescuing? Maybe if we unlock the bigger engine, I might recover it and stick the bigger engine in it.
I thought you were going to tip again there.
The problem with this truck is the suspension is super bouncy.
Would you like to go in front, Paul?
My front wheels are off the ground. I'm just like riding on the back of your trailer. I have no steering. I'm just going where you're going.
Leave me alone! I completely forgot where I was meant to be going.
I
This
thought
way.
you needed 3 slots, Pups.
I do, and I have a plan.
He doesn't. He just realised.
Oh, I do have a plan. I'm gonna use my crane to hold this service spare parts above my cab while the container is on the back of it.
Didn't you see they patched that out?
They have not patched that out, so... I am not... Well, I am stupid, so I'm not going to say that, but I'm not that stupid.
Slenderman, this game is a long way above previous game. Am I going the wrong way? So. That's probably best for everyone, Dave.
I was going to say, I can't imagine Dave keeping his cool or patient for this game.
I can't imagine Dave staying upright for very long. Hey, and we're back to where I spilled the other truck.
Right, take it easy now, Paul. We don't need to lose another truck.
Oh, let me get that bridge thing. We need to get this bridge done at some point. It's literally the only way to get east-west, apart from the ferry crossing.
That one.
What?
Pretty sure I've grabbed that one.
Right, well, they're done. Yeah, you did. There's a fuel station here. No, but there's a trailer store.
Well, I wonder what you could possibly do with that, Paul.
Don't know, I don't think I can with this, can I?
Yeah, you should. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you should be able to.
Oh,
you can.
look at that trailer. I've seen that before. Oh, yeah. Where are you, pups? I've got fuel here if you want it.
Yeah, I will do. I'm just grabbing the cargo container.
Detour? Ugh. Gotta guess that's a big hole. Or maybe it's a line. When you see lampposts in a line like that, you know you're in for fun. Oof. I thought that was a fallen log and it was a fallen telegraph pole with the sticky end on the track.
Yeah, it was similar to the thing that happened to me earlier.
Wrecked your suspension. I think coming back the other way could be interesting. I kind of feel like you can come this way, but going back you're going to get... Oh, no you don't. You're going to come up against those really hard tarmac drops.
Possible cutscene.
Southern City Bridge.
I did that with 3 planks of wood, guys.
Oh, I can't. You made that go far.
Oh, I know.
3 planks of wood and a Star Trek replicator. Right, so am I getting the metal beam pups?
Yes.
Now then.
I know how to get across.
I might try going the old way. Not that I like the look of that. Where are we going to the plant? Everybody get over there.
A little water crossing where the T-junction is. Where I am.
Wait, what about that?
You see where the service hub is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to cross there.
Can you get over that way?
Yes.
There's a fuel station.
Ah, my retinas!
Hey, Dave. What is that? Mission to rescue a truck. I think. Inexperienced driver. I don't know, do you have to rescue the excavator as well, or just the Ford?
Just the Ford.
That's what I thought.
I wish that Ford had four-wheel drive. Because it's such a pretty looking truck, but I've never ever driven it because it's just only for road use, really.
Yeah, and there's not that many roads in Snowrunner.
No, exactly. Like, it's such a waste.
Oh, nice one, nice one. Hey, Angela. Yeah, doing okay, thank you. Ooh. Ford's tank just took a battering. Use the Ford as a fuel truck. Well, that's the point, Tommy. Like, they are highway trucks and there's not much highway. So they're not really useful. Yeah, those drops there, they're quite bad when you're coming back the other way, but I guess you could go around the edge of it. A bit too fast. Thank you for 105 months. I've not seen any snow. I don't think we will see any. Service center?
No, I wouldn't have said so.
Service hubs across the water.
I'm doing a mission, mate. Oh, it's... yes, it is across the water. I think. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I had a bit of a fun time at the airfield today with the Tesla. Because Tony, the guy who owns the plane, he owns a Tesla. But he's had his since like 2017, I think. He's got a Model X.
Yeah.
And he bought it when they were selling them with unlimited charging, right? So he's got one of the Teslas where he still doesn't pay anything at all to charge it up. And the moment that thing lands back in Tesla's showroom, they're going to reset that off that car. But until then, if it's in private hands, it'll always have unlimited charging on it. Anyway, there was this... One of the guys in the group has been looking at, like, electric cars and looking at a Tesla. And his wife was kind of asking questions about mine. She was like, oh, well, how do you find it? What's it like? Blah, blah, blah. And she said, well, like, what's under the bonnet? And you're like, well, it's just space. It's just storage space. I said, do you want to have a look? She went, yeah. So I went over and I started showing around the car. So I was showing, like, all the different storage space things you get under the bonnet, underneath the rear boot and stuff. Anyway, one of the other guys in the group, he comes over and next to mine, he's parked his BMW M4. Right? So... He basically... Oh yeah, I've gone the wrong way. So he basically gets in his BMW M4 and starts revving it and going, yeah, you can't do this in your Tesla though, can you, hey? I'm like, what? He went, yeah, yours doesn't sound like this. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Like, okay. Like, not really sure what point you're making, but yeah, fine, whatever. So I get in the car and shut the door, and she goes, does it get annoying, people like that? And I was like, yeah, it does a little bit. And she's just like, yeah. I've not met him before, but I kind of get a sense of him. I was like, so, anyway, I took her for a little drive in it. Do I just drag this thing? Yeah. I took her for a little drive in it. Said, do you want me to take you out? So we starts driving, and she's like, God, it's really quiet, isn't it? I said, yeah, it's just like there's no noise. It's just really quiet. So we get off the airfield, and there's like a long straight that runs down the side of Earl's Cone. I said, do you want me to put my foot down just so you can see what it's like? And she went, yeah, okay. So I put my foot down, and within about a second, she was like, oh, oh. So I backed off, and she's like, oh my God. I said, yeah, they're quite nippy. So anyway, I let her calm down. And I just showed her stuff. I just showed her the autopilot. I showed her the navigation, how it works out the charges for you, and autopilot, the cruise control. Just generally got her a feel for it. She was like, and how do you reverse? So I just stopped to show her the reverse, opened the window, and when it makes a weird spaceship sound when you're reversing. So I stuck it in reverse, and it was like, ooh, when you're reversing. She's like, oh, see what you mean. And anyway, I brought her back, and her husband was like, what do you think? And she was like, oh God, it's lovely, it's really nice. I said, you should just go down the showroom. I said, they've got one in Chelmsford. I said, you can get like a 24-hour test drive. Just go and get one for a day. But, and anyway, this other guy came back on his BMW M4. Don't know where he'd been. And as he pulled up round the back of mine and then put his foot down and started like wheel spinning the back wheels as like a show of force, and then parked next to my car. I was just like, what is this? Is this what people are like? Like, they're just frightened of them or something, and they're just showing my petrol car is still better than yours. Like, oh my God. So anyway, I we explained a lot of stuff to her about what it's living with a Tesla, and she was asking about how far it goes on a battery charge, etc. But it was quite amusing, the whole thing, because of this guy in his M4. He's like, yeah, I can pull up at the petrol station and within 5 minutes just add 300 miles. And I'm like,
well, I don't know if you want to go in front because you're faster.
Congratulations. Well
Congratulations on being able to use a petrol pump.
And I said to him, yeah, I said, when I go home without my solar panels, I charge mine for £6. How's that? It's just like this. I just stopped before it just started getting a bit silly.
Well, the top speed of my 0 to 60 car is...
Do you know what? I think he literally was overcompensating. Do you know why? Because Mrs. Squirrel said this on the way home. She said, did you notice how when the other guy, Ross, turned up with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend, like, she's in her 20s, I think, and she had like a really tight top on, and she was quite busty. No. And when he turned up with his girlfriend, that's when this guy started acting really like really strange, as if he was showing off in front to her or something. And she'd observed this behavior like happen when he turned up. This other guy turned up with his girlfriend. It was so weird. So very weird.
I can imagine.
Sounds to me like you needed permission to use the runway to do some burnouts with it, Paul. That would have been... that may have put him in his place.
Yeah, I'm sure
do you want to race 0 to 60, mate?
He'd have had excuses ready.
All right, one end of the runway to the other, mate. Let's see. Come on.
No, my traction control was a bit dodgy on that run.
Yeah, Chris, I mean, each to their own indeed, but that's the whole point, like, each to their own. But it's almost like he was making a point, like he had to put my car down and put EVs down and put Tesla down, like, he had to do it for no reason at all, other than his own I don't know, ego or something. It was weird.
Was his name Alex by any chance, Paul?
Yeah, and that's the other thing, Kenishin, is that, like, I can't imagine this girl was in any way, like, impressed by his behaviour. I can't imagine going, oh, you're amazing with your
not
M4.
paying any attention to him whatsoever. Like,
oh, boy. You have a smartwatch, yeah? One of them Apple Watch things. Before that, I had a Fitbit.
And what about before that?
Didn't wear a watch for about 15 years, I don't think.
Damn.
I only got the Fit. Like, I literally don't really like wearing a watch that much. But I got the Fitbit because it was tracking steps and stuff. What am I doing here? It was tracking steps on the app and that kind of thing. So I got it for that. And then when the Apple Watch came out, I ignored it. And then it got to like version 4 or 5 or something of the watch. Anyway, it's just convenience. Like, I can put all the information I have on it, tells me a lot of stuff that's useful for flying. And I've also got an app on it that lets me control my Tesla. So that's it's useful for that as well. And you've got all the, you know, sunrise, sunset times, wind, temperature, blah, blah, blah. Shows my battery on my car. Like, it's just useful. Well, generally, if I need to know the time, I've always got my phone with me, so I don't really need a watch. That's the whole point. I think I need to...
So you use a watch for everything else other than telling it the time?
Pretty much, if I'm honest. Just pretty much how it is. Which mission were we doing, Pops?
Unfinished business at the plant. Uncle whatever his face is.
That's a switch mission. Cutscene. You had people like that with your pickup that tell me how the car is faster than my truck. Yeah, it's pointless just getting into a thing with them, isn't it, Slane? It really is pointless. And I don't care. Like, I literally don't care if he wants to drive an M4. I don't care. And I don't need him to tell me why I shouldn't drive my car. I am liking it, Audi. It's very good. It's a completely different way of driving a car. And I said that to her. I said, you know, you're used to having a Speedo in front of you. I said, well, it's here. It takes you about a week to get used to that. And then I showed her the regenerative brake and I said, you hardly use the brake pedal, but you have to change the way you drive. And it takes about 2 weeks to get used to it. So that you can... Because, like, you need to know when to back off the throttle so that you can gradually bring the car to a stop at a junction or behind another car without using the brake, and that takes judgment and that takes time, and it does take a little bit of time to get used to. But after that, you suddenly realise I'm not really using the brake, so you're saving yourself on that.
Do you think either of you two could hop up the mountain and grab that upgrade?
Sure, I'll do it because my truck's probably more suited to that.
Okay. I am... Right, North Bridge. What was the other one we were doing?
I've done some service spare parts to the 2 rock slides. And they're waiting concrete slabs.
I can bring concrete slabs. How many do you need?
Well, at least 2 at this stage. So the landslide on the road and then the rock slides, they both need 1.
Where's the landslide?
So the landslide on the road is near the garage, and then the rock slide is in the middle.
Bring stuff to the rock slide.
Andy lad, that's not uncommon, I don't think. You kind of... Your needs change and what you're looking for in a car changes as you get older. You do use it now and again, Tommy, like once a day you might touch the brake.
Also, Tommy, that's not how brakes go rusty.
No, bad use. So basically the car will put the brake lights on when you're decelerating. So it will just automatically activate the brake lights. Well, Villemeister vans are useful anyway, even without the mountain bike, and it's useful just to have one. How much do you coast without braking? You what do you mean? You can't really coast. You have to put your foot.
I think he means like how much distance do you need before it comes to a stop?
Oh, that depends on how much weight you're carrying, and that's the other thing. You'll get used to you driving it, and then suddenly somebody else will sit in your car, and you realise you have to brake a bit earlier because there's more weight in the car.
I do apologise for that, Paul.
To be fair, he's probably referring to when I had a ride in it.
Well, when I went up to the Lake District, my car was fully loaded.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
With people's suitcases and stuff, and yeah, I had my daughter in the front as well, so there was a lot of weight, and you just have to adjust slightly. I am indeed Audi. You do notice though that in winter you don't get as much range as summer, but that's an understandable thing with batteries. You still get good range in winter, but then you do summer and you realise you're getting more.
Yeah, it's sort of the buy one in the winter so things can only get better, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can't just let off the throttle and coast it, if that's what you mean, Clopepper. That's what I'm saying. In order to drive the car, you have to be pressing the pedal, because the moment you're not pressing the pedal, it starts braking. So there's no such concepts as like coasting. How much difference? Probably about 30 miles off a full charge difference. But I don't live in like an extreme weather country. Right, upgrade. H6 Wanderer, not available for current truck. Show truck list. Kenworth.
Oh, nice. So that is the upgraded engine then.
Yep. It is the upgraded engine for the Kenny. Yes, mine is white. The only other colour I was considering was grey, because I know if you get it in grey with a white interior, I think it looks lovely. But I couldn't bring myself to buying a white interior car. Just because of, like, stains and stuff. And then I watched a video the other day of somebody pouring red wine all over the seat and then just wiping it off. Because they are, I don't know what they treat them with, but they're ridiculous.
I was going to say, your interior isn't white, is it?
No.
No, yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry. I was
thinking myself as well.
Yeah.
Well,
hang on a minute. He wanted grey with white, and then he's ended up with white with. No, he didn't have white on white. No, hang on.
I'm confused as well. I can't remember.
Oh, Barry, OPEC is a cartel. And that's the point. It is a cartel. The moment the price gets too low, they basically cut supply to keep the price up. It is a cartel. And you can't make your own fuel.
Buy an old diesel and stick some chip shop oil in it. Drive down the road till all you can smell is fish and chips.
Yep. Is that sausage in that one?
People say that to me about the landing. Like, why would you want to? I don't understand.
What's the appeal for you?
Who are you asking that to?
Tommy?
For me,
Yeah.
what appeal about what?
About a landing. You just said, some people say to me, why would you want to? My question is, why do you want to?
It's mostly towing capacity, which is why, I've got the Range Rover while the Land Rover is off the road, and I have to half admit that if I finally get to a position where both of them are running, I don't know if I would take the Landy over the Range Rover, because the Range Rover is just so much more comfortable, really. But it does do less to the gallon, but I'm not really interested in either of those things. I'd say towing capacity is where it's at for me.
Right.
And I'd hate to think if you put a tow bar on the back of a Tesla.
Well, they do them. They have a lot of
tow.
towing power. It's the range is the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, a normal trailer it'll be absolutely fine with. There was a guy in America who had a gigantic trailer, one of those huge ones.
I like the prime mover ones.
It's an absolute monster of a thing, and it was doing 100 miles on a full battery.
Yeah.
And he said that was not, like, it's not enough range for him to do what he wants to do. In terms of pulling it, no problem at all. In terms of pulling it far, yeah, battery density is not there for that. But that was a monster of a thing. So I imagine a normal trailer, you're probably looking 200 miles, which is probably mostly adequate.
Well, I did the Scotland trip was the biggest one I've done in the last 2 years, where that was 3.5 ton. That was a 3.5 ton tow from Norfolk up to Scotland and back.
Well, a lot of it, Vrome, depends on the speed you go, because the wind resistance is a huge factor in your battery life. So if you've got a big caravan on the back and you're banging it down the highway at 60, you're going to get a lot less battery than if you do 50.
Yeah, but then you could also have a headwind or a tailwind, and that makes a difference.
Absolutely. That's what I mean. Battery density is not really there for the towing side of it. But then you say, well, how come they're building a Tesla truck? How's that going to work? And that will be interesting.
Chris, no, it's mine's the 2.5. It is a straight 6. It's the 2.5 BMW engine, but the other Range Rover's the Cav V8s, and that's just too scary because I can't imagine the miles to the gallon on that thing.
Yeah, Spots makes a valid point. Like, the chargers are not set up for vehicles for trailers. They are changing that because the Tesla trucks are coming, and they are making different chargers for trailers. But at the moment, you're right. You'd have to disconnect your trailer and then go and charge up, which is a bit of a pain. Right, let's see what the mission we're doing next. Have you started working on it? Have we worked out where to get the concrete slab from yet?
Yeah, where we just unlocked.
Correct, Gregorius.
The top right.
Yeah.
Do we need to supply it with anything?
Nope.
Shall I go and get that while I'm still here then?
Yes. I'm on my way back to grab another one for you, Sammy. I did the rock slide, I think it was.
Oh, you done the middle one, have you?
Yeah.
Well, I have a moral quandary because I've now got 2 lots of short logs, which I could do either the sawmill bridge or I could go up to the rock slide that's past the middle one.
Well,
The
it's a temporary
bridge
measures
or
one.
what, sorry?
Yeah.
Show me on the map.
I wouldn't worry about the temporary measures one. It's not hard to get around. There's literally a divert.
Yeah, Kodiak, it's reliable enough. I've driven a V8 one, and I can see the appeal, but I just can't cope with 12 to the gallon.
Yikes.
Well, my diesel with a trailer does 18 to the gallon.
Yikes.
Running, what was it? I did the trip down to Earl's Cone, didn't I? And wasn't it something like 24 to the gallon I got at max?
My car gets 60 miles to the gallon.
24 to the gallon. I just realised I don't got enough fuel for this. I have to go back to the fuel station first. Yeah, what do how much is it a gallon these days? About £6 or something?
Yeah, I did see it for 141. I suppose you haven't looked at petrol prices.
No, the 140 something. I know that per litre, but what in gallon terms? That's about since you're talking miles per gallon.
4.4, isn't it? So yeah.
What's about £6 per gallon?
Yeah, ish.
And you're doing
call it
18 miles per gallon. So it's costing you £6 to go 18 miles.
Yep.
It costs you what, Paul? £6 to charge your Tesla, and you can do.
If I do it for my house, yes, £6, and I can do nearly 300 in summer.
But he's not towing a 3.5 ton trailer, is he? 18 miles to the gallon is with a 3.5 ton trailer.
Okay, so 24 is without.
24 is without.
Okay. £6 to go 24 miles then.
Yeah.
Ruttiger, thank you for 17 months. MMFC, thank you for 7.
That's how we're going to do our pit stops in the race.
Yeah.
Crash into the petrol pumps.
Preparations are underway for Le Mans, guys, by the way. Le Mans 24.
Multiplayer's been fine. We tend to have a problem when there's 4 people playing. Even though it supports 4, 3 seems to be the sweet spot.
Particularly one from a different country.
Yes.
It really gets bad then.
Yes, Captain Flynn.
Correct, yes. It's not the Le Mans 24, it's the Le Mans that happens to take 24.
Why do I need a booster? Can you please warn me when you're going to do that?
Why?
Because it is not very pleasant on my eyes, the way it just cuts instantly.
Well, yeah, but it's suddenly you can see where you're going. Why is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing, but it hurts my eyes.
You're so sensitive. Yeah, anything above 40 and is decent for a car, I think.
Yeah, I'd agree. 40's like the threshold, I would say.
But with the hybrids, you can get like well over 70 or 80, can't you?
Yep.
Even 100 in some cases, but only on a small car.
I'm going to buy a Robin Reliant as my first car.
Oh, I wouldn't. I'd stay clear of them, mate. I really would.
Then I've got to put stabilisers on it.
I was going to say, you realise that if you ever turn up to a place where me and Paul are, if you're in a Robin Reliant, we will be putting it on its side, right?
We can literally pick it up and put it on something else.
I'm going to bring one just for the fun of it.
I tell you what, Ron, I saw Lexus today, and it was actually just down the road from me, parked up. It was a lovely metallic red, like really nice.
Frame, I'm surprised you even know how much your car does, considering you never drive it.
Miles per gallon. I can't imagine paying a bill like that.
The only EV I would ever buy is a golf cart. It's quite a statement.
Yeah. I suspect they had people on horses back at the turn of the century who were basically going, "You'll never get me in one of those mechanical petrol things. Horse for life." Concrete blocks is what I'm getting. Is it? Is that a block? Slab. I want a slab, don't I? Yes, I want a slab. Why are you getting a slab?
To unlock the...
That's a different mission.
Yeah, the landslide for Sumi.
Oh, it's
What,
not
landslide
for
on
me,
the
it was
road?
just-
The one that I'm doing?
Oh, you carry on with that then, Paul. I could take this to the other one.
What other one?
I don't know, Paul. You just carry on doing what you're doing. Leave me
What
alone,
other
okay?
landslide mission that needs a slab?
Just leave me alone.
Is my easiest journey to go down the east side and across the ferry, or some other way?
I would say yes. East side on the ferry.
Okay, so I've not done the ferry thing yet, so let's go and do that.
Where
Is it fun?
It's really underwhelming.
Oh, I do need a concrete slab to unlock the other warehouse. See, I knew what I was doing.
Oh yeah, you clearly did. You've just realised what you were doing. That's how much you knew what you was doing.
And let's put Pups down to 69. Hang on.
That's where he should be.
You're so mean. Do I need anything else from him?
Some people still ride horses. If they do, Chris, but not to work. Unless they're like literally a cowboy.
I was going to say a horse walked past one from the house this morning. Like, I don't think they were commuting. I think that's just a...
Chris, do you take a steam vehicle to work by any chance? I'm just curious. Asking for a friend.
Can we not get into this again with Chris?
Good luck charging it after 2030. Well, what happens in 2030?
Everything goes dark.
They're going to steal my charger at home after 2030.
Yeah.
Good luck charging it now.
My dad's been looking for a new car and he keeps looking at the... What is it? The Outlander? The plug-in hybrid one?
Oh, the Fed.
The Fev, yeah. The dual fuel one.
Would he plug it in, do you think?
Well, I sort of said to him, what's the point in plugging it in? You get 16 miles of range in the damn thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it depends, like, on... It always does depend, but it depends on his driving. If he's only doing bimbling around 16 miles a time, it might actually be
yeah.
useful. I don't know what his driving style is. But will he come home and plug it in? That's the question.
I don't think he could quite just about get to mine and back. I would have to Google it, actually.
But even so, like, even then, it might still save him money.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say plug-ins are pointless. There's actually quite a nice use case for plug-in hybrids.
I remember years ago, oh God, what was he doing? It must have been 2015, 2016. A car of mine had to go in for a service, and they gave me a BMW, a brand new BMW 3 Series. It was one of the E, like a 320E or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a plug-in hybrid, and that had a 30-mile range on electric. So in theory, if you charge that up, 30 miles is you know, if you're just going to work, it's 5 miles away, or you're just going around town doing some shopping, it's actually enough.
Yep.
But if you go to work every day and it's like 30 miles away, well, it's no good.
Yeah, it's like the same. It's like if you go into work during the day and it's like you said, it's only 30 miles, but then on a weekend you're doing like 100 and something.
Yeah.
You could just go.
Oh, there you go. It's 8.3 from my house to my parents' house. So he couldn't. He might just be able to make it on fully electric.
Yeah, but he'd mostly do it on electric.
Yeah. Now I know what he'd want when he gets here. He'd want to plug the damn thing in.
No, I have no doubt about that. Absolutely no doubt.
I'd have to fit a child lock on the outside plug, wouldn't I? Like...
No, you're not stealing my electricity. Nobody does that, egregious. I know you've probably seen that video on YouTube where he says keep things locked for longer. I think it was Rowan Atkinson even said keep your stuff for longer. That's how you know, have an impact. But the fact is that the whole thing has been set up over the last few years, particularly, to change car every 2 or 3 years. All of their sales are driven by it. All of the HP plans are driven by it. And lots of people out there like changing their car and having a new thing every 2 or 3 years. I mean, you're right. In principle, people should be holding a car for a lot longer, but they've not done that for a long time.
It also depends how old your car is, because if it's an older car, it's going to produce a lot more emissions.
I mean, my first car I bought brand new. The missus still drives that around, but I've not bought another new car since then. So that's 6 to 15 years.
Mm-hmm. All my cars are brand new off the showroom. I've had a Mustang, a pickup truck. I tell you what, Smith's Toys do a great selection of cars. That's what I'm saying.
Or do I get the ferry and just get down this ramp?
Yes.
Yeah, go down to the ramp to the underwhelming...
Make sure you stop, though. Make sure you stop, because even though it comes up with saying you still want to teleport, it still rolls your truck and you will end off the end. Just saying.
Do you know that from experience, Pups?
Nearly, yes. Thought I'd try and just do like you're doing in a fuel station. I nearly ran off the end.
That is... Like, they could have done better than that, couldn't they?
I told you, it was underwhelming.
No, I mean, the effort level is just minimal. They could have just moved that thing, animated it or whatever, put you on the back and just move you. Like, they could have done so much more than just pan the camera.
Thanks, Chris. I do have some lovely cars in my collection. Dave, you can say that about anything you buy, not just cars on a forecourt. You buy a brand new laptop, it's automatically lost most of its value.
If you buy a car, you're generally losing money.
Buy a loaf of bread these days, I'm losing money. It used to be £1 and now it's like £1.50 per loaf.
It is rather amusing that I bought my Landy 14 years ago and I paid 500 quid for it, and even in its current condition, waiting for a chassis, it's still worth £5 as it sits there.
That's the weird thing about cars, is they reach a certain age and then their value can start going up.
And if I put a £3 chassis on it, it'll then be worth 25.
So you're just waiting for the part now?
Oh no, I'm still paying for things, mate. So I'm not in the saving point yet. So I won't be in the buying portion for a while.
But if you spend £3, sell your car for 25, you don't need to save up anymore. You just make yourself 20 grand.
Yeah, right. I've got a 1985 Land Rover 110.
Oh, can you activate railway station warehouse?
Is it a task or a mission?
Columbia. It's a contract.
Right, well that landslide is gone.
Do you grab a wooden planks or a cargo container?
Grab what, sorry?
A cargo container or wooden planks?
Where from?
Somewhere on the map.
Which mission are you doing?
Railway station warehouse.
So you're taking the slab.
The wooden planks are at the sawmill.
Worst Tommy is. I'll go and get the cargo container then.
Well, no, I'm not kitted for planks, but I can grab them if you want them.
Where's that compared to where I am? Oh, I can just drop this off and go backwards.
But the cargo container needs a crane, right? Or can I just
Yes.
load it off the bay?
Oh, actually, no, because this one will be in the warehouse. You should just be able to say load on the truck.
Do you want me to grab the wooden planks or not?
Can you grab them or not?
Yes, I can.
What was you doing? I don't want to
I've finished doing the bridge at the sawmill.
Okay.
Nope, I've not seen Omsi for years, except here. You want to sell your Mustang, you bought it for 20,000 now, dealers only want to pay 12 max. Used car prices did weird things during and after COVID.
I mean, unless you're going to do, you know, a 40-year car retention thing, you're not ever going to make any money off a car, so ever.
And even then, it depends what car, because not everything becomes a classic or sought after.
Yeah, I mean, if I was want to go down that road, I'd look for like an old Porsche or something like that was, you know, considered or going to be a classic. Get it and then just hold on to it for like 10, 20 years. But
Yeah.
you know, you got to say, well, are you just going to stick it in a warehouse and cling film wrap it, or are you actually going to enjoy it? Like, what are you getting your car for? Is it to enjoy it or to like treat it as an investment? Because it's like an underground car park in London, like in a secret location that's just filled with cars that are all sat there in dry, super dry, climate-controlled conditions with security on it and people that just go around and start them up, down again, roll the tyres and stuff. And they're all owned by rich people who are just literally buying them and sticking them in this car park because they're just purely a capital investment. That's all they are to them. It's locking the money away.
I honestly could, if I got a classic car, I would have to enjoy it. I could not just lock it in a garage.
This is filled with classic cars, supercars, you name it. And there's also people who have these cars and then make good money after renting them out to, like when you get a film is made or a TV series and it's set in like the 50s or 60s, they'll want cars that, you know, are part of the set. Just parked. Yep. I'm not paying any attention to what I'm doing. They'll want cars that are just parked up, and they'll pay you to just every single day to have your car there on the set doing nothing.
The Kenworth seems more capable with the bigger engine.
What happened? I was in the map screen, I come out my map screen and pulls upside down and I'm in a bush.
So Pups just parks himself in the middle of the yard so that nobody can get past and then flip my truck over and claim to be in the map screen.
I was in the map screen.
Sure.
But let me just clip that. Okay, NVIDIA's not clipping.
Oh, what a shame. Oh no, the thing I can prove it with is not working, never mind. Why did they put a massive puddle outside of this garage? The first thing that you would do is fill this with, like, some hardcore. Just get rid of it. They need to do that. They need to add the ability to fill things. Fill these holes.
That's asking way too much.
Make ramps. Next level Snowrunner, that is. Change the map.
Something about this feels like Clarkson, Hammond and May. It's not the first time it's been said to be that.
We get that all the time.
Except Clarkson, Hammond and May just abandoned each other. Was we actually help each other recover, you know?
Well, I help you and you help me. Pups is just doing his own thing, you know?
Yeah, because I never need recovery.
Oh.
Hey!
Oh. Shots fired.
Like, it's not my fault, I'm just a genius.
Mm-hmm.
And I am 100% Hammond, because including working on cars, my feet have to come off the floor to lean over the engine.
That must be hell. I seriously need you to come around and work on my Land Rover because that would be so funny.
Give him a step so I can get up.
You wouldn't even need to put it on a ramp. You could just walk under it. I don't know. I don't know if Pups is Hammond or May. I don't know.
Well, they both have a lot of car knowledge and skill, so I don't mind. So I mean, it's just the other side of that warehouse skeleton thing.
I tell you what, I watched the last episode of the Grand Tour thing, the series,
Oh, the
episode
new
2
one.
I mean, I know
Is
it's
that
all
the one-
contrived. It's amusing to watch, but it's so scripted and contrived.
I'm trying to think, is that the latest one?
Yeah.
I found that rubbish, to be honest.
It feels like they just added a whole bunch of things to make the whole thing more interesting.
Like the Nigel Mansell thing was quite funny.
Yeah, but again, you know, they didn't just nick that, did they?
Yeah. It was clearly not nicked.
But yeah, Clarkson, man, he needs to go on a diet, that guy. He's killing himself. What is he
Yeah.
doing? He's so rotund. Like, he tried to sit in that little Formula car and he couldn't get out. They just had to cut pieces away so he can get back out again.
Well, that's what buying a brewery will do to you, won't it?
Did you ever watch the one where they did it in boats?
In boats, yes. Yeah, where they were getting stuck in the weeds and all that.
Because like that one I enjoyed.
I enjoyed that, yeah.
Like, there's been a few good ones, but then like this one, they just come out and you're just like, why? What is the point?
I enjoyed it enough to finish it. It isn't the same as
watch it, but I wouldn't go out my way to watch it again.
Yeah, the boat one was great because you never really knew what was going to happen, and they got on that big lake and the tide had gone out and the rudder was just getting caught, the propeller was getting stuck in the weeds. And then they got left high and dry in that little. Do you remember? They went to a little spot.
Yes.
They had to stay camp there because the water had gone. Wait for it to come
James
back.
May with his wooden vintage boat.
Yeah, the worst choice. It's like the latest episode they did. The car that James May chose was genuinely the most stupid
I
thing.
just love his line. I brought it when I was drunk.
Crosby 700cc. With a top speed, like trucks just overtaking him constantly.
That looked really sketchy when a truck overtook him.
And it was so narrow, it looked like it just wanted to flip over. Clarkson Credeville Mobile. I had to laugh at the start. They were saying how many countries. Yeah, we can't go there because I'm banned. Yeah, we can't go there because I'm a banned.
I can't go to that one because we're all banned.
Wow.
The problem with that show is they're getting harder and harder to film because they've all got their side projects now.
Well, they do, and also just coming up with new ideas and places they've not been.
Yeah, Clarkson's got his farm. Hammond's got his classic car restoration workshop. James May keeps doing these travelling shows or Old Cook.
Or buying pubs.
Yeah, or buying pubs.
May's off to India, is he?
I loved. I tell you what, James May in Japan was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I saw some of that. I don't think I've watched the whole thing yet, but
seen the clip with his little tour guide that kept calling him the wrong name and he just completely lost it?
Yep. And the thing about James May is he's got a high tolerance, hasn't he, for stuff, but he just gets to a point where he snaps.
Yep. And yeah, that was it. It kept calling him Bim.
Yep.
Hey, Bim.
And then he just goes nuclear.
And then he did James May in Italy, which I found quite frankly boring.
Didn't he do a series on, was it like Little Model Railways or something like that?
Oh, he has, yeah, that was back in the BBC days.
Yeah.
So because he did all them, like the Meccano and Screwfix and Lego projects. Like a full-size house made out of Lego.
And you mean Airfix rather than Screwfix?
Airfix, yes.
Screwfix.
He went to the Screwfix store.
I was thinking, hang on a minute.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch his cooking show, do they? Really?
Oh, I watched a couple of episodes of that and was like, why is this even a thing?
No.
Oh, we've both gone the same way, I apologise. You still hungover, Matty?
Hungover?
Yeah, he was celebrating yesterday, wasn't he?
Was he?
Yes, Paul, we've had this debate.
I know it was his birthday, but...
He had a family, but actually...
Yeah,
was the
barbecue
weather
doesn't mean so he got drunk.
Oh, Matty, I'm disappointed. Only 3.
Had 3 drinks and 2 were Diet Coke. Sterling, thank you for 28 months.
Oh, I don't see Derail Valley MP being a thing for quite a while.
Wait, what?
If at all. Someone said, can't wait for that to happen if we have Derail Valley MP. And I was like, I don't see that ever being MP.
If it happens, it'll be years.
I want big ambitions to go MP.
I think it's on the plan, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. Hello, or have you heard Transport Fever 3? What?
You're saying that.
McBone.
Have you here going to?
Yeah.
I mean, he might be saying, is there going to be one? I don't know. Or is he saying, I've heard of one, have you? I don't know.
Their latest DLC for that game made me laugh. Charge like £8 or something, you get basically nothing.
Yeah.
It's Skylines 2 first, isn't it?
Oh yeah. October.
Yeah, I was going to say it's end of the year, isn't it?
I wouldn't say October's the end of the year, I'd say December is, but...
You've got that Starfield as well coming out in September. That Bethesda thing.
I'm quite looking forward to that.
Is that the thing that we all got invitations to play or something?
They announced it. It's like the massive new RPG set in space. Like, do what you like.
My neighbor down the street has a 68 Mustang parked in his yard. It's just rusting away, and part to falling off. I've tried to offer his money for it a few times now. He keeps saying I'll fix it up one day. Really sad to see. It could be nice car.
He won't fix it up one day, King Awesome. You should buy it off him and fix it up for him.
Oh, that's like my neighbour that I ain't even gonna get started on what he does, but he's got he's got like 5 or 6 cars in his driveway and they're all just rusting away.
Yeah.
And there's a Ford, can't remember if it's Cortina or something, but the amount of people that have offered to buy it off him and he's just like, nope.
Yeah, they won't let go. It's a sentimental thing. When I, like for years, and I mean years, opposite me there was an old woman and she had a Morris Minor.
Oh yeah.
On the front. And it obviously not been driven for a few years, and that's when we moved in. And then over the next decade, we just watched this thing progressively get worse and worse and worse. And the bricks came out, blah, 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 and it just sat there getting worse. There was like moss on the inside of the windows and everything.
Yeah.
So terrible. And she would not get rid of it. She had various people knocking on the door, saying, well, I'll buy it off you, like, I'll take it away, all this kind of thing. And she won't, because probably that was the car that she retired with, or she, you know, a late husband used to go on road trips with. There's too much sentimentality attached to it for her to ever let it go. And it literally took her death before the developer then bought the property and then he got rid of it. She was never going to let it go. And it might well be the same thing with that Mustang. You need to understand the reason that person doesn't want to let go of it. They would just rather see it rust away than sell it. Yes, people do get attached to pieces of iron, funnily enough, chicken, because it's a thing that they have taken road trips in. It's the things that they might have, you know, been with a first wife or girlfriend into places. Like there are many memories that get attached to things. Yeah, it could have been part of the family. It could have been given to her by her father. Like, you just do not know.
If you have a second, Paul, could you activate something coast?
Let me just drop this off.
De-energized?
That's the one. I couldn't. I was reading it and I was like, I don't have a clue.
I was sitting there thinking, surely that's not called something coast. Like,
I was like, I don't know how to like pronounce this. Tell you what, that cargo container you delivered, Paul, went far.
That container just got stretched out.
amazing what you can fit in a 20-foot container.
Now we have access to oil rig, drill, metal beams, oversized cargo, and driller and equipment.
Right then, which one are we doing?
I'm doing the word I can't pronounce.
I'm just finishing temporary measures.
You're doing the service parts, pups. De-energized coast.
Yeah, I just did 2 across the other side of the map, so I thought I'd quickly finish this.
Okay. That one goes to the other map. City warehouse, 2 consumables and wooden planks.
I still have a dream of to like restore a car fully. Hey, Sammy! Oh, that's 2 trucks. I didn't see the second truck. Hope you've got plenty of money, Matty.
Well, that's on my list of cars to do.
It's on my list as well.
What is?
A classic Mini.
Original Mini.
A Mini when they was actually Mini.
What's
Never liked minis.
Is that just because of your height?
Nope, I don't like round speedos. I don't like the round design. Honestly, I don't like it. I never liked the style of it, internal or outside.
A round speedo.
Yeah, you don't remember the round speedo?
That's in the new. I don't
It's
know
a
if
giant round speedometer in the old Mini. That was the one of the looks. They carried it over to the new one.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah. It's a very odd thing to have a thing about, but yeah, okay.
Huh? Even as a kid, I remember getting in the Mini and just going, ugh.
It is not the prettiest thing, I will give you that.
It's just, it's the, for me, it's the Meccano kit version of it that, you know, I love the Land, I've rebuilt the Land Rover once, you know, when I've done the chassis change, that'll be twice, and that should hopefully be redone. Like, a Mini's just one of those Meccano kit things of, oh, the floor's rotted out, oh, just buy another panel and weld that in, bang, you know.
Yeah, but Andy, lad, you can say that about modern cars too. Like, some of their crash tests are not exactly great.
Oh, give over, game. I'm literally driving over mud and I get damaged for having diff lock on. Come on.
Sorry, Pups, it's going to be annoying.
Yeah, it's all good, it's all good. What did he that do? Okay, it put some logs downhill, which didn't really need. Okay, game.
Let's put some logs to make your trip across the bog a bit easier.
One of those.
And Pups is stuck in the bit before the logs.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. Oh, yes, I am.
Sammy, I think you beached.
Well, I was just getting out of your way. What are you up to then, Paul?
I'm doing urban industry.
How very urban of you.
It is.
Would you like me to grab either or are you doing it? You're doing it.
I've
okay.
got a truck to do it all. De-energized coast.
What are you doing, Sammy?
I was going to do the... That was weird. Sorry, I'm doing...
Doing what, Sammy?
We still don't know what he's doing.
No.
He's
Can you
keeping
hear
it
me?
secret.
Can now.
So, I went to answer you, but my computer started ringing because somebody's WhatsApping calling, which is my sister-in-law, because my partner has left her phone in her car, I think. So my computer rang because she's using my phone to communicate with her, but it freaked me out because I didn't see my phone ring.
Oh.
So I've got this ringing in my ear for no reason. I was looking at the humanitarian aid, mate, which was just move some trailers from here to there.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't doing the same one.
Okay.
God, now who's parking in the middle of the garage exit?
Right.
So gonna need to open up this text file after this and give myself some more money.
Such a cheat.
Not my fault they just put it in a text file. Like I could even go in and give myself every unlock if I wanted to, because that's in the same text file. But I don't.
Oh, I see. So, giving yourself money is okay, and you stop short of anything else. That makes it all fine.
Exactly, Paul.
So, if in Hunt Showdown, right, there was a text file you could change to give yourself God mode, would you do it?
No.
Well, why not? Because that wouldn't be their fault. Like, you know, it's not your fault they put it in a text file.
Well, it's not. You're correct. But I don't want to be one of those people in a PvP game. Now,
He's a noble hacker, guys. That's what he is.
Exactly. Now, if they released a text file, Paul, that said fix Hunt Showdown, and you had to enable it, I'd 100% do it. Because, you know, like when you shoot someone in the head and it says you shot him in the foot, just saying. Or like when the game disconnects you and then says you're banned.
Which happened to me on Thursday.
Yes. I was still confused by that. I was like, how can it say you're banned and then let you reconnect?
I was playing and the game just popped up and said, you're banned. I was like, what? You're banned, contact support if you think this is wrong. And then it promptly connected me and put me in the game. I was like, okay. Biff, thank you for 37 months. When the pros are at work, it always shows. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? The pros are at work.
He didn't actually get banned. It was just an error bug. But it was Hunt Showdown. Whereabouts are you on the map, Paul?
Down at the warehouse. Why?
Oh, okay. I was going to ask if you could get 2 concrete slabs. But...
From the top of the map again?
Yeah.
Which mission are you doing?
Paralyzed transportation.
Oh, from the very top there.
Yeah, I thought you was over that direction, but you're not.
What are you doing, Sammy?
Humanitarian aid.
Do you need any help, or should I just help pups?
Well, there's another curtainside trailer to be sort of delivered in tandem, but it's nothing that... I mean, it's either or, mate.
Okay.
Take your pick, Paul. What would you like to do?
Well, it's easy to just drive up to the slab thing. I'll do that.
Bro, but you all about Hunt Showdown because there is a lot wrong with their coding.
No, Pubs, it's working as intended.
Oh, sorry, I take that statement back. I do sincerely apologise. You are correct. Everything is working as intended.
Everything is just purely an undocumented feature.
Exactly. I do apologise.
Like shooting somebody clearly in the upper chest and then having them, the game tell you hit them in the right leg is an undocumented feature.
It's a curious social experiment as to how much you guys will put up with.
Alex said that last night. He said, this game makes me rage every time I play it, and yet I can't stop playing it.
Well...
And out of the three of us, he is by far the worst at raging. Like, the game ends, I move on. Alex, on the other hand.
Last night he was complaining about stupid, like the fact that we have different kinds of bullets. It's stupid.
Because it got set on fire twice.
Even though it's been in the game for like a year and a half.
I can confirm this is Dimitri lol, Matty.
yeah. It's hard to set boundaries on not real life, right? I mean, it's not a simulation, is it, for a start?
No.
No.
So, there are no limits to it, surely.
I mean, for the most part, it's okay. But there is some stuff that never used to be there that they added that has changed the way the game is played, and some hit registration problems. But that's working as intended, so I won't mention that. I think the biggest thing that annoys me about Hunt Showdown is the amount of dark characters they keep bringing out. Because they just sit in a bush and you cannot see them.
It is an advantage having a dark character. Which is why almost all the dark characters are behind a DLC.
Yep.
And all the free ones are like, oh look, I've got a white top on.
Or like a bright green top. Club Fitting, it doesn't actually tend to annoy me that much. You can fit both on that trader, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not pay to win, Tommy.
Well, it is a bit ish, the fact that it's behind a DLC. Like, all your free hunters are not, none of them are in black outfits. Like, they're always in whites and browns and stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
And yet, if you get a DLC hunter, you can get them all, just choose it every time in black.
Yeah. The same as, like, it's not right now because there's an event on, but the way they kept on the weekends adding a wildcard contract so you didn't have to play night maps, and then during the week taking it away. Like, just leave it there.
Well, not enough people are playing the night maps, and so they're trying to force people onto it. Instead of just listening to what the community wants, they inflict things on you so that you have to play the decisions that they've taken.
Yeah, so it's back to the social experiment thing, isn't it?
I think they just don't admit when they've got something wrong. Instead of just reversing like a bad change and saying, actually, our community hates this, let's not do it. Instead of saying that and being honest with yourself and keeping your player base, you just progressively keep the mistakes that you've put into a game, and ultimately people stop playing.
And that's probably one of the biggest reasons why Hunt Showdown hasn't really took off. Like, and then you've got Siege on the other hand, that used to be great, and now they're just going out against everything the community wants, and it's just losing numbers like no tomorrow.
King Orson, they often do in the early days, games companies. But things always get to a certain size when they always think they know better. I mean, just look at Battlefield, they absolutely ruined that game.
Excuse me, that was working as intended?
Yeah, all the way up to about Battlefield 4, and then after that... it was working as DICE intended, and then it was working as EA Suits intended. Bad Company 2 was the best. It was just brilliant.
Oh, BattleBit is amazing.
But that's the point. Like, somebody's had to come out and make BattleBit to show the people who make Battlefield what it should be like to play a Battlefield game, and that's just absurd.
BattleBit is quite a fun little game to play, I'm not gonna lie.
Am I taking this to the other map, Pops?
No, just to the entrance where I'm at. And then I need you to do that before we can move on to the rest for that contract. There's enough space to play with us, Matty. I think you can do 8 in a party or something.
Oh yeah, you got quite a few in the squad.
Yeah.
Don't mark routes. Yeah, I mean, you can do that. I just like knowing where I'm going. Because the problem is I can't really focus on what I'm doing because I'm reading chat and responding. So if I set the waypoints, that's one thing I don't need to think about. Is chat getting cut off slightly? Hang on.
Just needs to go to the right like 5 pixels.
How was that?
That's perfect. Oh.
It only took 3 hours for somebody to complain about that.
Wow, gotta say, not enjoying this particular addition to Snowrunner, because normally time drags.
Yeah, normally we've been sucked into some pain by now.
Yeah. I tried Ready or Not with Alex and Knight, and I ended up refunding it because I know internally there is a lot of conflict on the direction of that game.
It's in my wish list and I still haven't taken the plunge yet. I think it had a lot of potential, but...
I will wait probably a good year or something to see what they do with it.
That was the one where you had to like blast open doors and flash.
Yeah, you're basically a SWAT team.
Yeah.
It's the new map in British Columbia. Duncan Bear. I hear a truck. Are these my concrete slabs?
The referee.
Woo! Just up the hill there, mate.
Is that going to open the tunnel to the next map then?
And unlock the rest of these contracts for that person, I'm hoping. At the moment, they're all locked. Oh, look at that. They
It's still
suddenly
got a
become
barrier on it.
unlocked. Yeah, but you press enter or whatever it is in.
North Peak National Park.
Right. Paul, could you come back to this map? And
Trailer with a boat on it. Woo!
What? You get to move a boat?
I think so.
Don't even want to look how many watchtowers are on that map.
I have not played SWAT 4 now. Okay, so this map has...
Loads.
Well, I can't zoom out very much.
Just look on the left-hand side, Paul, where it says buildings. You'll see the list of watchtowers.
Yeah, I think we're on... You're looking at 2, 4, 6, 7 watchtowers. And you're starting at the very top of the map. Fish farm storage.
So, do you want to grab some scout vehicles, Paul, and we're going
No.
scouting?
I'll come back and we'll carry on working on this. We can do that map next week.
So, what one would you like to do next? Because we can unlock. There's a garage on the map that other map that needs that unlocks a warehouse, truck store, and garage slots apparently.
Oh yeah, British Columbia is lovely. Astro Zombie.
Or we can see what other contracts there are.
Second construction.
You can take a boat, Paul. I don't know where you have to deliver it to, but you can take a boat. It's on the other map, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to do that mission, but we'll do next map tomorrow, next week.
Yeah. What contract are you taking?
Let's see. You've got wooden planks, bricks from the other map. Interesting. Don't think you can do many more on that British Columbia government one.
Okay. We can do Stormy Water Medical seems to have some on this map.
Wooden planks from the sawmill, 4 lots of them. How are they 1 or 2 slot?
Flanks.
Planks are 1.
Yeah.
So I could, if you want to drive something with a crane there, I could drive straight down to that now.
You don't need a
I
crane.
was going to say, you can just drive in and tell them to go on your trailer.
No. It says log loader crane recommended, so...
Yeah, but it's lying.
Right, well, I'll go and do that one.
Okay.
Looks like we're doing stormy water stuff because the other ones seem to want to go to the other map.
I will do twins in the wood. Beams, parts, containers, pipes.
Assuming I've got enough fuel for this. I think it'd be a normal schedule next weekend, Carl. I think. I need to double check my diary. Ooh, is that free fuel? Can I borrow any? Or do I need to hook to it?
No, you should just be able to go alongside it.
I brought a siphon with me. Yeah, the only reason I streamed Friday night was because I was out at a barbecue today. So, Sammy, you getting a takeaway?
No, mate.
Wow. Wow. I had a Domino's takeaway on Friday. That's my takeaway done.
Someone found the schedule really helpful. Someone read the schedule.
Yeah, no, I had takeout on. I think it's Friday. So samesies.
So you've used your takeaway token already?
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 Ken. You're getting ahead of yourself. Nobody reads the title. We know this. You're going to go back to RimWorld? Yeah, I need to finish that. I really do. I enjoy RimWorld. I don't think I've got a hope of getting off that planet. It seems like such a long goal. My extract point is so far away. I can't see us making it, but who knows? No, Carl, I've not been able to. So what was supposed to happen is I was supposed to get access to the new locomotive early this week, but they had problems and it overran and it took until Friday for them to fix it. And by Friday, I already had things, including the stream that I was doing, so I've not been able to look at it yet.
And it was released on Friday anyway.
Yeah, well, that was always the plan. The plan was from release on Friday, but I'd have access to it on about Tuesday to make a video.
I saw it today. I've been quite enjoying the Plan Derail Valley again, if you like. And I saw it in the yard, but I didn't bother to use it.
What do you mean, Carl?
I thought you'd be watching the new Barbie movie. What is people's obsession with asking people that?
Who knows? Oh, I see, Carl. Gotcha. Yeah, Oppenheimer's good, Connor. Well, it depends what you're expecting from it, I suppose.
To be 3 hours long.
It's a really good film, but it will demand your concentration, and you will probably, like me, want to see it again.
Or did you just say it requires concentration? My urge to go and see it tomorrow has suddenly gone downhill.
Well, if you're going to see an explosion, you're better off watching that on YouTube.
Did you make it daytime?
Oh, now we want it daytime.
Please.
I have literally less than zero interest in Barbie.
I have this app, When Can I Pee, that notifies me, that notifies you the best time to go to the loo at the cinema. You what, mate?
Well, that's an app.
What? Hang on, I'm going to get on my apps. Hang on, I've got my phone with me.
I presume it's saying if you're watching this movie, go at this point because you won't miss anything.
I mean, surely that's all based on perspective.
Oh my god, it is an app. It is an app. Right, let me install it and see what it says about...
Actually, it's called RunPee.
Yes, it is. I'm just installing it now.
RunPee is amazing.
I can't believe this is a thing that people have heard of.
Right, right, I'm going to search for a movie.
You've been using it since 2013. Are you telling me this app has existed for 10 years and I have never heard of it? Wow.
I'm with you, Paul. Like, what the hell?
I'm not going to lie. When I got out of Oppenheimer, I more or less ran to the toilet because it was slowly building.
Right, here we go. Right, Paul, are you ready? So, 16 minutes, 15 seconds in. Or 46 minutes, 20 seconds in. 1 hour, 35 minutes in. 2 hours, 12 minutes in are the recommended P times for Oppenheimer.
I hate this game.
I have never heard of this app before. Whereabouts are you, Paul?
More specifically, I hate stumps.
I don't even know where you are. Oh, you're there. Hang on. I'll grab the armadillo and pull you out.
Oh, I'm on the brink.
I think I've finished all the Uncle Fishmore stuff on this map.
Do you want me to pull you back up the hill? Oh. It's probably the safest bet, isn't it?
I don't know, mate. There's a whole lot that could go wrong with this.
Oh, good job we're close to the...
I think my axle is pivoting on one of the stumps, and...
Do you want to release your winch?
There's a real danger that when you pull, it'll just... Oh my god, that was a nightmare. I was like, oh, I'll just go across that yard. I can see a stump. I'll go in between those. Oh no, there's 400 other stumps that you couldn't see. All of them are now clinging to your axle. It's like, okay.
Andy, lad, give me a second. I will give you the times.
Let's just throw in some mist as well, so you really can't see them.
Right, so Andy, lad, you want to go at 24 minutes in, 46 minutes in, or an hour and 25 minutes in?
Yeah, but why? What are you not going to...
So an hour and 25 minutes in, it gives you a description. This is a very long music montage of... I'm not going to say that because it gives spoilers away, but it's a very long music montage, Paul.
Okay.
46 minutes in. This P time is mostly a silly chase scene.
Mostly as... I bet if you went back to Christopher Nolan and went, Have you seen this breakdown of your movie? Right, this bit here is mostly a silly chase scene. What do you think about that, Chris?
And then 23 minutes in, it says, this is mostly a transition scene with music. Nothing important happens otherwise. This app. Who made this app?
Who writes the things for it?
People who have tested it, Paul. Like, I could go to the movie and put my own times in there if I wanted to.
Oh, then they get uprated, do they? Upvoted.
Yeah. Yeah.
This person was right. That was a great time to go for a pee. Without knowing what they missed.
Yeah.
For Mission Impossible, it recommends 28 minutes in. About 1 minute of movie credits, followed by an explosion.
No, Mission Impossible. Just go anytime.
Oh, this is amazing.
Wait, is this my drop point? Why is it like double box? That's weird.
What are you doing, Sammy?
Forestry business.
Okay. Paul, you busy?
No, just finished.
Could you activate twins in the wood and then go back to the
Dude,
garage?
they're all activated. What are you talking about?
I meant for you to grab stuff.
What do you mean track it then?
Track it. Sorry, I do apologise.
Right. So what are you getting?
I currently have metal beams. Could you jump across the water to the warehouse and grab 2 cargo containers?
I think you should try the Kenny again, Paul, with a bigger engine.
Why is it better?
I'm enjoying it. I'm not saying that it's the best. I'm just saying that I'm enjoying it.
Okay. For science?
No, you can only take 1 cargo container.
Wait, what did I leave it outside?
Yeah, it's
you left it in the river.
Down in the water.
Oh yeah, it's upside down, isn't it? Here it is. There's that great truck.
Exactly where it belongs.
Okay, we'll stick in the Wanderer engine. Is that the one?
Yeah, the 15-litre one.
Which gearbox did you go for?
I've got the advanced special, I think.
I'd love a suspension upgrade, but there's none available.
It's got 5 gears, then just a low plus and a low minus.
What did you want me to do, Pups, again?
Has Pups actually parked the armadillo there?
Yeah.
Seriously?
I didn't realise it was a garage exit point.
Oh, come on!
I just parked
How many
it
times
out.
have you left the garage?
I just left it on the corner of the building.
What is it you want me to get? Metal beams?
No, cargo containers.
From the warehouse, right? Two of them?
Yes.
Anything else you want me to get?
Not yet, no. Because you can't fit the other stuff on.
Are you taking the trailer as well then, Paul?
I was just wondering if the big red box gave it away.
I didn't see the big red box. I just teleported straight back to my truck.
Thank you, Cryptics. Thanks for subbing. Welcome.
What are you up to, Pups?
Delivering metal beams.
Okay.
Armin, thank you for gifting a sub to Hilo. NX user, thank you for 9 months.
What are you up to?
I'm grabbing some medium logs.
Ooh, very nice.
It's a very slow, cautious truck. This.
Oh yeah, it's not winning any speed races.
Yeah, the trouble getting a trailer somewhere is the trailers are like right up the top of the map.
No, they're not. There's one right outside the garage.
Is there?
Yeah.
I didn't look. Whereabouts?
Look left.
Where I'm parked. You'll see me on the map.
Wait, so what are you grabbing?
I'm grabbing service spare parts and small pipes.
So you're grabbing everything else basically, so I don't need a trailer.
Yeah. Well, you need a 4 slot because cargo containers are 2.
So this is no good.
And unless you want to grab...
I don't think it's a 4-slot trailer flatbed on the back of this thing, full stop.
I'm trying to think...
In theory it's got room if I got rid of the spare wheel and crane, but I'm not sure if it has that configuration.
No, it only has a 3 slot.
Ignore me and go back to your twin steer for this one, but that was just I didn't know what you were doing.
If Paul took a cargo container and service spare parts, that's 3 points, right?
Yeah.
And then if I took a 4-slot trailer, I could take the other cargo container and the rest of the stuff, right?
No, because the small pipes are 2, aren't they?
I don't know, I can't remember.
It is a 3-slot, but I need a 4-slot. I've sold it.
You still need another 4-slot in theory, don't you, Pups?
I can't remember how big small pipes are.
I think small pipes are 2 slots.
Small pipes aren't big.
Well, Paul's going there, so Paul can check.
I think it's a 2 for small, 2 for medium, 4 for large.
In that case, I'll just take the 8-slot trailer.
If you buy one, you get one free.
You get one free?
You're actually going to take the 8-slot trailer?
Yeah, why not?
An 8-slot trailer, yeah, okay.
For science.
Right. Large pipe is 4 slots.
No,
I can tell you that much. Cargo is 2. A small pipe is 2. So what do you want me to get?
2 cargo containers.
2 cargo containers is ordered.
Thank you, thank you.
So we're going down to that warehouse thingy. How the heck did you get down there? Wait. Still gonna tip over. Dude! I know the Western steer. The Western Star twin steer. I've driven it a lot. And yes, its weak point is it will tip over. But I would say to you that you have a skill problem and that I will not tip this over.
I'll just prep a crane.
Yeah, Summer, could you just get ready with another crane and a truck and just follow me?
I'll just prep a crane, mate. Don't worry. I'll be behind you in a little while.
I just went off the end of the ramp.
You knew.
I keep forgetting to stop.
Imagine stopping before the water's edge. Now, what normally happens with this thing is I'll tip it over when I'm reading chat. Like, literally the ground will fall away. I'll be looking over at chat, and the thing will be like, and by the time I look back, it's done.
I agree. It's all chat's fault.
So you're indirectly, it is actually your fault.
No one type for 5 minutes.
You think this is going to take 5 minutes? That's Pups being shot with a staple gun.
He's playing with a controller. You use this controller as well, right, Simon?
Yep.
And I use a keyboard and mouse because I'm a pro.
You use a wheel to play Hunt now, though, don't you?
I do. Hey, Paul, I'll tell you what. My aim. Don't know what's
His
happened
aim
to
in
me.
Hunt, ever since he got a wheel, has been phenomenal. And I am actually not joking right now.
I don't know what happened. I just suddenly was on fire. No, I don't actually use a wheel to play shooting games.
Did I just hear thunder then in the game? What was that? Something else?
No, there is thunder in the game.
It's the lightning.
Very, very frightening.
Galileo.
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 Oh, come on, Sammy.
Figaro.
I'm just a poor boy.
From a poor family.
Pups.
Scaring the life like a monstrosity.
I don't know the rest of it.
Oh, there he does me, and then he doesn't do the words. Are you actually kidding me?
He brings it, but he can't bring it.
Wait, apparently one of us sounds Australian.
G'day, mate. That's the James May.
They've added a new crane, guys.
Yeah, I know. If you watch the season 10 overview trailer, you would have noticed.
Who has time for
Pups
that?
does.
I do.
Pups is in all the Discord servers, reads all the news articles, watches all the YouTube videos, including all the Satisfactory ones.
I do not. That's way too much, Paul.
Top of your list.
It's not. I'd think of something PG then. It's not.
Okay, I shall refer the learned gentleman who said earlier that I will so tip this over with containers on the back. And I said, no, I won't. Well, there you go. That deserves a little...
I have already made my my feelings clear.
He's made his cleanings fair.
Exactly, I've made them clear. I've made
No, hang on a minute. I'm still not over the fact that Pups had to go at me about not knowing the words to bloody Bohemian Rhapsody, and he doesn't know them anyway. Like, what the hell is that about?
That was brilliant.
But I have made my feelings clear on Satisfactory.
You've got all this time to watch stupid Snowrunner videos, but you don't know the words to 6 minutes and 45 seconds of history. Are you actually kidding me?
I don't care about music, okay?
Hang on, I thought you didn't watch movies either, Pups. How come you go and watch an Oppenheimer?
Alex that doesn't watch movies.
I thought it was you.
No, I watch movies. I just don't listen to music.
Wait, so he doesn't watch movies and you don't listen to music?
I don't care about music.
Paul, you need to have a word, mate. Like, things are going wrong in this team.
Unless I'm in a car and someone's got the radio on, I don't go out my way to listen to music. And if you sing any Christmas songs, I will permanently time you out for the rest of this stream. We do not need that right now. This is an important discussion.
Ah, he's triggered. He is triggered.
I'm feeling...
Do not even think about it! We do have to watch that movie again when it's that time of year. I've forgotten what it's called.
Yeah, have you never seen Wayne's World?
Seen what?
Surely you've seen Wayne's World, the movie.
I don't know. Maybe. I'd have to watch the clip on YouTube and tell you.
And Christmas Vacation is what you're thinking of, Pups.
Yeah, but he's finally seen that now.
I've seen it
Can you believe, Paul, that we watched it in the team, didn't we? And then he went and bought it on bloody Prime Video. He liked it that much.
Oh, and watched it again.
Also, I will only watch it with the team again if I do not have a running commentary.
Wait, who gave you a running commentary?
You know who you are in the mod team. You know exactly who you are. There's a few of you. I'm calling you out now. You know exactly who you are, and I will refuse to watch anything with you again if I have to listen to a running commentary.
I like your crane, Paul. Do you like my crane?
Oh, is it a new crane? Oh, Matty!
That's quite a good crane. Is that on the back of the Kenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's available on other trucks as well, but them legs actually fold in so they don't overhang.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Because the crane's always the problem, like on the P12 and stuff, is where the feet just stick out, whereas they lift up and come away.
There you go, look. Like, I'm quite impressed.
Yeah, it's quite a good crane.
So they got rid of the old crane then from the P12?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure there's multiple choices now.
Not enough space for oversized cargo.
You need 4
metal beams. Wait, where do I get the service parts from?
Just across the water, first right.
Are they 1 slot or 2?
Yeah, 1 slot. If you go across the water, go up the ramp, literally first right, you'll see a yellow box. That's where they are.
So what's happening?
You got to grab the oversized cargo for Paul?
I can do. I need a 4 slot.
Maybe a cutscene?
Let me guess, but you brought a packet of screws over and they built a warehouse from it.
Yes. I always forget you have that colour controller. I quite like it.
Who are you talking to?
You.
You?
You're the only person's controller I can see.
You can't see it.
You just had it on the screen.
I didn't. That was ages ago. Unless it's because I was doing that.
Yeah, that's how I saw it.
Because somebody asked about it before and I showed them.
Is that like grey and teal?
Yeah. When you customize it, you can choose colors, and it's basically like a teal green, I think it is, and a grey. I thought it looked like a nice combo.
It is. It's quite. I like it.
I mean, I'm due for a new controller. I'm still using a 360 one.
Yeah, I was on the Microsoft website. You just customize it. It's like 50 quid or something. I thought, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna make it look how I want it to look. I'm sick of having like black ones and stuff. You've got the exact same colour combo. Nice.
So an oversized cargo, yeah?
Yeah. For support your local business mission.
Right, I will do drilling station accident.
Tommy's asking for a controller command now.
No. Should really add that to like the specs on the website as like studio equipment or something.
Yeah, should be on there.
Your truck and trailer, it looks so weird, Sammy. It looks really weird. But you've got like 20 foot of space on your truck, and then you've got a small hitch at the back with a semi trailer.
He does, Connor. He's got Monday to Thursday to add it to the specs page.
No one noticed I updated the specs page, did they though?
Well, no one noticed updated the playlist for Big Ambitions, did they?
Yeah, no one noticed we have a schedule either, Paul, because apparently that was a big shock on Friday.
And who reads the title anyway?
Exactly. I think that's the only thing missing is your controller.
Yeah, well, the only important thing, really, I guess. I mean, I actually use it as part of my gaming setup, so in theory it could go under gaming setup, but studio equipment's probably as good as any.
Yeah. I'll have to see what's in each category.
And also I've changed seat. Nice, so that needs changing.
It's all done.
That's all done, you see? Nobody noticed that. Changed the seat on my rig.
Same as your mic. That's all done.
I can even show them a picture. Hang on. I was going to do a little YouTube short, so I've not posted it there. No, not that one. Not that one either. Yeah, it was that one. Why is OBS being so laggy? 1 second.
Because you're playing Snowrunner.
Yeah, it takes like half. Why is OBS getting more?
Well, there's no game preview either on that one, Paul.
There you go. That's Sparko GT3. That's what that is.
I'm going to put that in my Mini Cooper.
Why are we not doing game capture? There we go.
You didn't fix that when you did your new scenes, did you, Paul?
There you go.
No, that's triggering. It's outside the box.
And I'm leaving it there just for people like you.
It's not a game. It's an actual car seat. Like, you can actually put it in a car.
Yeah, they're actual seats, but you can mount them onto your rig. My other one was the same.
You can mount anything onto a rig.
Pretty much. What on earth am I stuck on?
Because you're using that truck.
Look at that, saving fuel. Hang on, which way are we going?
To the right.
Can we not go that way? Or we gotta go around it?
So we added them little logs to help you get across, you know.
How was that? Hang on. As soon as these tyres hit rock or wood, they just go into ice mode.
It's not a bug, it's a feature. I saw Pups almost push. I'm not even in the same postcode as Paul. I am nowhere.
That's amazing.
Completely different.
Pups got blamed for that.
And I don't even like the truck that is behind Paul. I sold it.
I'm having breathing problems.
Oh, hang on. I've bounced off a twig.
Well, of course I have the stream open. I need to know what Paul is doing.
So what happened to the cricket, Pups? Is it all over?
I'll tell you what happened, Paul. The Great British Weather ruined what should have been a great test match.
Yep, you just can't get the weather.
And it should have gone to the final test, 2 apiece and everything to play for.
And now it's all for nothing. They might as well cancel it.
Exactly, they should.
Just rubbish. Not even worth watching now.
It's not anymore. And you can't accuse me of saying spoilers, because if anyone was paying attention to it, you know it was completely rained off today. Oh, Matty! Go and sit yourself at a barbecue or something, I don't know. Didn't know what to say, okay? Pup rants need to be an animated. No, they don't. No one wants that. Not even me. It's alright, because the weather for the 5th test ain't exactly looking great either.
Let's just build a cover over the cricket ground.
But they can't, because they need the cloud cover and stuff to make the ball swing and move. Oh, you could have got going across a bridge!
Cutscene, Pups.
Thank you, Paul!
Oh, can I get the construction rig semi-trailer? That
If
sounds
you
like
want to
fun.
do you want to jump in my truck and take it then?
Your
My
truck?
truck's- Yeah, I was already on the way down there to grab it, so do you want to grab my truck that's there?
Wow.
Can you see where I am? Just next of the North City Bridge. I'll jump out and you jump in.
What truck are you in?
Something.
Tatra, it's got to be.
No, it's a sis.
Yeah.
Said IK
Zix.
said.
Yeah, I see you.
Alright, let me jump out and then you can grab that and I'll grab the other stuff. Where's the garage?
Oh my god, is this pink?
Yep.
Oh no, I appear to have driven it into a telegraph pole.
Honestly. Is cricket the sport that copied baseball? No, I'm pretty sure cricket was around
Wait, what?
way before baseball was ever a thing.
Do you want to just grab a 2-slot, Pups, and I'll take the other 2?
Yeah. Let me... give that.
Is that Barbie's first truck? Could be.
What's your planned route, Pups?
Where we even? I haven't looked where we're going yet. So.
And what's your planned route, Paul?
I'm about to discover that now.
I have a route.
So I need to go there.
Is it up past the forester's house, perhaps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that's the only clear way in until we get that bridge open.
So we can't come in via the Trilling Station Bridge.
Nope.
So we've got to come in from the north.
Yeah, you see, where the gold is, basically.
Which means we're coming in that way. So then the choices are switchbacks, which isn't going to work with this trailer. Or coming in from the northwest side, I guess.
Yeah, and good luck with those hills on the left-hand side south of the factory.
Hey, my truck is fully capable.
Oh, might not have enough fuel for it, never mind anything else.
There's about another 200 and something litres on the roof, I believe.
I can refuel before I leave.
You might need some extra help pulling up the hill, but me and Pups are sort of heading that way, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Not looking forward to this path with this truck.
If you tip, I'm not far behind you, so...
No, it's not the tip, it's just the incline and the power.
Oh, yeah. I've never gone that way either, so I don't know what it's like.
Well, I came this way in a scout truck.
One of the main reasons I use it, Larry. And it's got a great power to ratio.
That's why they did it. So you get instantly grounded.
So you've got to take the path less travelled then.
Well, I have to go the muddier one, basically. Otherwise, we're just going to constantly beach. And making that turn looks fun. Not even sure this is going to fit through these goalposts, but we'll see. Why do you have to get an itchy face at the most inopportune moment? Fake trees, just what I need. Steerable axles? Nah. Why would they give you that? So where are you guys heading?
Same base as
Places
you. It's just we're coming in from the garage.
Yeah, I'm almost certainly going to need some more horsepower at some point.
Nice.
How you get on, pups?
I'm right.
Oh
just
my
stopping.
god.
That looks interesting.
Yeah, forget the giant boulder here. There's two in front of me.
Might have to do the old trick of winch your trailer around. But yeah, I'm quite a bit behind you. I had to stop and deal with something in Discord.
Okay.
This is certainly interesting. You give over with fake trees. I really wish when it give you the dot options, it would just color code the dot to give you an idea of what you're attaching to. Because you literally can't see.
Yep.
I know it's on danger of tipping, I can see that. But I also have to pull it over. If I had another truck pulling, we could probably get through here.
I've nearly delivered. But I don't know if I can actually until...
Just drop it on the floor, but don't delete it. It should stay there, and then I can pick it up somewhere.
How will I be able to drop it on the floor?
Do you have a crane?
No.
Reverse backwards, hard left. So I don't know if there's any other trucks around that part. No. Oh, can you meet me at the junction, Sammy? We could grab it off you.
I've unpacked it. If it falls off any time between...
What?
It's crashed.
Yeah, it just crashed.
Connection lost. What happened?
crashed like it has before.
And the beautiful thing is, I took Puppy's truck, so you know what that means.
That load is now jammed and stuck in the middle of nowhere.
Or you could just press reset.
Yeah.
That is nothing to do with me while it crashed.
Well, either it didn't like the physics of those beams being on the back of my truck, or it was just due to have a crash, which, considering it's been up for 4 hours, that's not bad.
I was going to say, it's probably due to have a crash.
Let's see where it's up to. Irvin, thank you for 22 months. How am I doing? Splendidly, Irvin. Is there actually cable cars? I don't know. I reckon there is. I reckon this here is the other map, and there'll be lakes and cable cars.
We haven't been to that part of the map yet, because there's still a watchtower to be unlocked.
Searching for session. Literally told her to make one.
You might have to bounce your game and Epic.
Alright. Lovely. It's so reliable.
But at least it happened at like the perfect time, though.
Yeah. Right in the middle of me trying to haul a trailer between... I'd already gone through some difficult stuff. That was the worst bit, though, and I was nearly getting through it. Game is now starting. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, Larry. Hindsight. Right, create co-op. Create game. Searching for session. There aren't that many accidents involving trucks, only 500,000 each year compared to cars which cost 2.5 million. That's slightly misrepresentative when you consider the amount of trucks versus cars. Right, I'm back in. Let me see what the trailer is actually still jammed down there. So yeah, it looks like it kind of just crashed on us and...
You can restart it and put it back to where it was.
Well, that's one for next weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely. Well, we're going to have to stop there. It's 9 o'clock. So, yeah, we'll crack on with this next weekend, guys. Continue, get it finished, go to the other map, get that finished.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Thank you, Captain Flynn. Pup's truck has vanished because it was his truck, so when he disconnects, the truck goes with him. The only ones that remain are the ones that I've spawned as the host. Oh well, the ending could have been nicer, so sorry about that. But hey ho. You're almost done with Michigan, blimey. He's lost his truck. We have to respawn it, Larry. That's how it works. Slate Dog, thank you, 31 months. Right, do you guys want to say anything?
Say anything?
To the chat?
Anything? To the chat?
You guys want to say Squirrel's awesome?
Till next
Squirrel's
one,
awesome.
have a good one all Sklovsk, bye.
Thank you, Armin.
Paul's just wondering how far he can take this now and how much we'd actually repeat, right? He's trying to figure it out when he said you can see the cogs whirring, can't you?
No, I'm thinking I'm not going to invite you to do this again.
Oh, you love us, really?
Good night, everybody. Enjoy your week.
Sklovsk, bye. Yep, well, it's good night from us, as they say, and it's good night from him.
It's good night from you.
Plug that in, get it charged up again. Lovely. Right, guys, have a great weekend ahead. Whatever you're doing, we'll be back with some more SnowRunner next weekend. And I'll try and get some videos out for the week. So have a cracking week, and I shall see you all next week. Take it easy. Love you all. Good night.